time to share the
Warm up the
link.
pipes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you can tweet the we can tweet the link out to the official. I literally deleted Twitter, Josh, and then
I saw
realized oh crap, we've got the show to do. I'm gonna go ahead and make a Twitter again and just make it committed 100% to this.
I tweeted one out 15 minutes ago. So with the link, it said 25 minutes and counting.
We've officially gone live, so we can. I mean, we're just waiting for the folks to show up.
Oh, we're officially live.
We're live. Yep.
But we're not. We're still giving people time to file in, and maybe if viewers goes up from 0 to 1.
I think I'm a drink a Miller every time, and hopefully get sponsored by Miller. I think that's the direction I'm going in this little purple room of his.
Great taste, less feeling, Miller Lite. Can't beat it.
Exactly.
I like the different feel of this whole thing. I like the. We've got this view right now.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of something we paused on, let's go back to Dallas Mavericks. Let's just start it there because we are in Dallas, so let's keep it home one time. Let's keep it home and let's go Porzingis. Let's go with you don't belong on this team. Let's go with you're not Dirk.
But he's a Euro.
Let's go with get your tall ass down low.
Let's go with that. The fix for him? We touched on it a little bit last time, but I don't know what the fix is for the Mavs. I mean, obviously Luka and Kristaps aren't. I mean, just not gelling well enough for this team to win.
I'm definitely keeping this overlay on right now until the show starts.
I definitely say the issue to me is that the Dallas Mavericks don't have any defense. Yeah. So the assistant coach from last year, his name was something he's like this skinny black guy, but he ended up being the head coach for the Houston Rockets. So now he's the head coach for the Houston Rockets, and now the Houston Rockets have the top 3 defense in the NBA. Fun fact. So the Dallas Mavericks have literally traded away their defensive coach and have no defense. Luka Doncic looks like he plays too much Fortnite when he doesn't have the ball in his hands.
Hey, and he's shooting 27% from 3?
Yeah, because he wants to play Fortnite and not Call of Duty. Play a shooting game. A real one, not a created one.
The Dallas Mavericks are the worst 3-point shooting team in basketball.
And that's sad because Dallas Mavericks always been known for shooting threes.
You can't win in this league without being able to shoot 3.
You can't. But see, big mans in this league, they all basically stretch 4s. It's no true centers.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. If Porzingis want to just stay outside, shoot, we could get somebody else to do that. That's simple. You're not you 7 feet for no reason. You're just 7 feet for nothing.
You think Boban needs a little bit more run? Maybe put Boban and
I 100% think Boban needs more play. 100%.
Maybe tandem him up with Porzingis and have Porzingis just run the 4.
Yeah.
Boban at the 5, and you got your low post player, and Porzingis can shoot threes if he wants.
Yeah, if you don't want to go Boban, I'll go Willie Cauley-Stein, Mr. Gangster Tattoos himself. Anybody besides Porzingis at center, because he stops nobody. And if he play on a back-to-back, next thing you know, his knee hurts.
And Luka can't stop anybody either. So you got two guys on defense that can't guard anybody. It's not good.
And then I don't know what happened to Josh Richardson. It seems like if he's not playing in South Beach, he's not playing.
I thought it was a good signing, and
I thought that was a great signing. And he's only 27. He's still young. He's only 27. He has nothing else in the tank. Nothing. He doesn't even try to get anything in the tank. There's just nothing there. But I 100% think
not interested.
I 100% think Boban is just sitting on the bench and just wasting his career. It's no way I could have a 7'6" giant on the bench that doesn't get in. I don't understand that at all.
NBA is just so fast for him, I think.
That's okay. I mean, look at the Miami Heat. They actually slow the ball down. They don't play fast break, high pace. They don't even play basketball like that. That ain't even Eric Spoelstra's system. He slows the ball down. Look at the Boston Celtics. They slow the ball down.
Yeah, but when it goes the other way, it's tough to have a big man that can get down the floor and guard the big man that can. I mean, if you put Boban on Bam,
fit, go.
True, but what happens when you put Bam on Boban?
Doesn't matter because Mavs don't slow down the ball. So.
I'm just saying it's not that. Like let's say if you're the Miami Heat, I'm the Dallas Mavericks. You got Bam. Okay, clearly Boban can't guard Bam, especially on the perimeter. So a little shake and bake here and go to the hole. A little shake and bake here, pull up. You got he got all these options. Okay, boom. Get Bam in a low get Boban in a low post against Bam. Run the offense through Bam. I got Bam 4 or 5 fouls. Easy. Sometimes
but Bam is so damn strong too.
That's what I'm saying. So what is Bam strong too, but I'm saying what is Bam gonna do every time Boban get the ball? He can't stop it every time. He can't do that.
I don't think you can win running through Boban. I don't think he's that dynamic. I think maybe, if you just sit him in the paint and let him try to collect offensive boards and throw him back down, I think that's a strategy. But I think his hands are good enough to really feed him down the post. And I don't know if he's strong enough to get. Some of these big men are pretty strong to get low and push him out of the paint because he's so damn tall. It's hard to get your weight leveraged.
So you think this is the same reason Taco Fall doesn't play? He's too slow getting up the court.
Too slow, too weak. Wind blow him over.
Yeah, and that's crazy. These are the 2 tallest guys in the league.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy, bro. It's definitely a fast league, though.
Yeah,
definitely
it's a
3-point league. Yeah, so I mean, I understand what you're saying there. There's no way around that one.
You can't stop a guard, from going off on you. That's why I think Trae Young might. Who's going to guard Trae Young tonight? It's not going to be Luka. You're not going to see Luka on Trae Young.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess you put Jalen Brunson on it maybe. He's not hurt, is he?
Jalen Brunson, I don't know if he's good or not, bro. I honestly don't know.
think he's good, but I think, maybe he could try to guard Trae Young. I don't know if anybody's stopping Trae Young, but he's not on that Mavs team at least.
I'll put Tim Hardaway Jr. on him for a second, see what happens. Maybe
just slaughter with Tim Hardaway Jr.
My computer literally overheated.
Okay, so we got.
I was like, I have way too many things open, and it was like, hey, we can't handle all of these WordPress and trying to run this stream, and you do this, and I don't need to be watching the stream on YouTube while I. Boom.
Okay, so G-Man is back. G-Man is back from his computer.
Back and ready to rock 150%. All right. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I was getting the music ready to rock to go on in the background.
Oh, okay. A little music going, okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know exactly what we're playing.
Anyway, Josh, Mavericks -4, Hawks +4. Who you got?
I would take the Hawks, man. Mavs beat them the first time by 6. They're playing a lot worse basketball. Hawks playing at least 500 basketball. Trae Young, they had an expose on Trae Young today on ESPN. I just feel like when they start talking about him more, he starts to light up more too. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those things.
Can you hear this?
Yeah, and that's very loud. That is extremely loud.
Why don't we take the time? And all that jazz, I'm gonna lose.
Oh, all that jazz. Would you look at that?
All that jazz.
Oh, wow. So this is where it originated from. Gotcha.
It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly crawl.
Would you look at that?
It's a real thing. It's a real thing. I got to close the dang door because Buster decided to come in now right when we start.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, that's good old Buster for you.
Hey, it's 6 o'clock. Hey, speaking of the Jazz, how good are the Jazz?
Bro, the Jazz has been red hot.
And they're kind of that was boring to watch. They're kind of fun to watch now. Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert's playing a little bit of offense now. I forgot they had Bogdanovich. That dude can light it up.
Man, that dude is a baller. What team did he come from? Pacers.
Yep.
Yeah, I like his game a lot because it's nothing fancy. It's just a pro style type of game. He just puts the ball in the basket and he takes good shots. He doesn't take bad shots.
Who are we talking about?
Bojan Bogdanovich.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's with Bogdanovich.
Wait, how many Bogdanoviches are there?
It's 2, not related, spelled the same way.
Okay.
Bogdan and Bojan.
I got to get rid of this. This is officially, I guess, the first episode that we were able to do on the YouTube channel for the GJ Radio Show. Along with us today is Val, who has quickly made himself a potential staple of the show with his just overall commentary and wit. We are officially starting. The show is officially live and going, so we're going to get rid of the show starting soon, and we are taking your calls. I am making sure that the phone line is open now.
And
the
available.
Screening process. I will be able to see who is calling before they are brought onto the show, so as to not ruin things for us. I guess we were talking pick'ems, right? Do we want to just jump right into sports pick'ems and stuff, or Mavs issues?
Well, today we have Mavericks -4 versus Hawks +4, and I believe, Josh, if you go ahead and inform the people on what happened last time in this Trae Young buzz.
Yeah, Mavs won the first matchup in Atlanta by 6 points. Although I think we can see that home court doesn't really matter in today's NBA with fans or limited fans. So tough to win twice. Tough to beat a team twice in a year. So especially when you only play them twice.
In other words, he's going to Hawks.
I'm going to Hawks +4.
Wow, taking the Hawks, going against me. Val, I had told you on your pick'ems today to go ahead and take the Mavericks, and I said to bet the over because I believe it was 238, something like that. And neither team plays defense.
It's 231.5 right now. So
yeah, so go ahead. 116, 115. I can see it. I see both teams scoring 120.
I got it at 230. I got it at 233, so it might go under. 233 points is a shitload. So
it's
116 versus 117. They did like
138. So
yeah,
I expect more the same.
But the Mavericks go in these shooting woes where when they off, it's like if Luka not knocking down no shots, it's like everybody else forget how to put the ball in the goddamn hoop. So that's just how I feel. So the offense runs around Luka. If Luka's hot, it's gonna be an over. If Luka's cold, it's gonna be an under. That's how I feel.
I think they could give up 130 by themselves to the Hawks.
Well, Rondo's hurt. The other Bob Matovich is hurt. Gallinari is on limited minutes.
DeAndre Hunter is out.
Yeah, and it's some guy with some African name. He played with LaMelo Ball at Chino Hills. The Hawks got him. But of course, he's out for the season with an Achilles, so it doesn't matter. But
Trae Young is playing, is all I know. So he's averaging a cool 26 and 10, 26 and 9. So
wow. And how about Clint Capella leading the league in blocks? How about that?
I don't think he's leading it. He's top 3. I think Miles Turner still leads the league in blocks.
Let's see. Let's go to
I'm looking at stats right now. Miles Turner's 3.6. Clint Capella's 2.3 per game.
Oh, so he's second.
Capella might have the most.
Well, when I seen it, Capella was leading. It probably went
Turner's
like
missed
that.
some time, so it might be one of those things where he has more total blocks, but per game, since Turner broke his hand earlier this season and was out a few games.
I know. But I don't like Turner. He's soft too. That's another one of those. Put him in a mix with Porzingis and all that jazz. Put all them in a mix.
So you don't know this about me. I don't know if Garrett ever informed you. I'm a Pacers fan, so it's and Turner's from Dallas. So
and he went to Texas.
Hey, he's turning his game around. He's kind of, I didn't like him previous years, but he's still only like 24 years old, and he's a good defender. He's a pretty decent shooter. He is soft though. He is soft. I don't think I've ever seen him have a contested dunk, which is frustrating. But you got Sabonis, who is not soft. So
Sabonis is the man.
I'm gonna tell you that, man.
He is an all-around thoroughbred. You know, his daddy Sabonis played for the Trailblazers.
And lefties do everything so much cleaner. So
his son is just as good, if you ask me.
Yep.
You know. So I got Sabonis the best player on the Pacers.
Oh yeah,
I feel like
that. Brogdon's probably second. So
no, second I gotta go Warren, that Ty Warren guy.
TJ, I don't know, man. He hasn't played all year, and he didn't play. He got hurt in the bubble. He had kind of flashed in the paint in the bubble. I think we'll see. I hope he turns out to be the second best player because the Pacers are gonna be in good shape if he is. Then we also got Caris LeVert, who when he comes back, he's nice. He's a nice piece.
Yeah, I heard he got some issues going on with his kidneys. So
he just started practicing again. So
I hope he's okay with all that jazz. So let's speak.
So we got any more picks, Val? You got any more picks for us?
Yeah,
kind of want there.
Val, this is it's like this is kind of an addicting thing now. Hold on.
Yeah, it pretty is.
There we go.
All right, we got Memphis Grizzlies -4 against the Hornets +4. What is your take on that, guys?
Garrett, let you lead off here. Garrett's looking for something. He's out of whack.
I'm in the process of finding I've got a marker here and I've got a whiteboard. We're gonna go ahead and write the picks of the day right here. So what is that way we can have verifiable proof of what all of us are doing. I currently have the stats from my girls basketball team up there.
Nice.
That I was doing.
Oh, sorry, girls. Your coach deleted your stats.
Yep.
So sorry about that.
Hope you wrote them down somewhere else.
I already wrote them down because I'm committed. All right.
I hope you guys wrote it down because
we have got pick'ems today.
I'm gonna go Memphis. Memphis got one of the top 5 defenses in the league. Ja Morant is Jaren Jackson Jr. back yet, or is he still out?
He is still out, Josh. He is still out. And
has he played all season? He's really good, but I don't know if he's.
Yeah, he got Achilles bit him too. It's some crazy bug going around biting NBA players called Achilles. Okay,
I'm still gonna go Memphis. I think they play good defense, and I'm not. I like LaMelo Ball, but I don't love a lot about the team. And Devontae Graham's out, so.
Okay, so we got Josh is going +4 against the Hawks. I mean, +4 against the Mavericks with the Hawks. And he is taking Grizzlies -4 against the Hornets. Okay.
I'd take the under, whatever the under is.
The under is 224 and a half.
I'll take the under on it too.
On the little deal I got going on. Okay, we got Nets minus 2.
Who do you have?
Hold on. So we've got Mavs Hawks. I've got me over here with the Mavs taking it. Josh over here on the Hawks. Val, where were you sitting?
Oh, I'm going Mavs minus 4.
Said he can't go against the Mavs. Hedge your happiness.
Over here.
I'm actually a Bulls fan, and I hate the Pacers, but we'll talk about that another time.
We'll get into that another time.
Yes, sir. All that jazz music.
We had Memphis versus who?
Memphis minus 4 against the Hornets.
Okay. I'm going to take... I think LaMelo's going to go off. He's going over here.
Another 7 3-pointer game for him, back to back.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm gonna have to hang out with Josh. I'm gonna have to go Ja Morant, the kid from Wright State. I think I'm gonna go there.
Was it Wright State or did he go to Murray State?
Oh, Murray State. Sorry about that.
All right, what was his third one?
Let's go Brooklyn Nets minus 2 against who? Josh's Pacers.
Hey, the Nets have lost 4 out of 5, 3 in a row. Pacers have also lost 3 or 4 in a row. Nets got too much firepower. Although come off a back-to-back, is everybody playing for the Nets? I don't know. I haven't seen
Nets is a team.
KD's out.
I'm gonna tell you who the Nets are. The Nets are the team you don't go against and you don't go with. That is one of those teams you just stay completely away from.
I will tell you to always take the over with the Nets.
Yes,
they're liable
very
to give
true.
150 a game and score 150 a game. So,
very true. But the Pacers is not a team loaded with a lot of firepower.
They score on a pretty good clip now with their new coach. Last year with Nate McMillan, they weren't scoring very much. I think I still take the over on them.
The over is 235 and a half.
I think we're taking the over on Mavs Hawks. I think we're taking the over on
minus
Pacers
2
Nets. That's basically a pick 'em.
I was definitely taking the over on that.
Nets probably get 2 points for being at home. No, Nets minus 2.
Yeah, Nets minus 2.
I'm over here for sure. I'm over here sitting here for sure.
Yeah,
I think this is Nets coming off a back-to-back, even though they just lost pretty handedly to the Pistons.
You know you want to.
I think I'm gonna go with the Pacers. Both teams have lost 4 out of 5. Pacers got a little bit more rest. They last played 3 days ago. I'm going Pacers.
Okay, this is where I step in. I'm going Brooklyn Nets. Either go with them or don't take them at all. We got put a big
no
old
KD
V.
tonight.
You're playing.
KD's out.
No KD. Doesn't matter.
No KD, no problem.
No KD, no problem. Okay.
What else we got?
Let's head down to Clippers minus 11 against the T-Wolves. I heard around
back-to-back, are they?
Clips. No, I don't think so. Let me see.
Nope. Last time they played was 3 days ago. Full rest.
They got changed that. They got the Clippers minus 9 at this point.
No Paul George.
No Paul George. Karl Anthony Towns is at a game time decision.
I have him out. I have D'Lo as a game time decision.
Oh,
no Jarrett Culver either. A lot of issues there for an already bad team. Give me the Clips. For sure.
Oh, I got Karl Anthony Towns at a game time decision. D'Angelo Russell is out. That's
Either
what I
way,
have.
doesn't look good for either of those guys to play today.
Doesn't. I'm gonna have to go Clips right along with them.
I think we're right on there.
And that is going to give us the first unification of all three of us rooting on for the Clip Show.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go
right
down.
Let's take a brief break, real quick, from Val's picks of the day and get into some actual teamwork discussion here. Let me see if my I've got. Oh, I didn't even realize. Let me turn the cam off real quick.
Who is that a picture of? That looks like Garrett after he walks Buster in that picture that he has right there. Oh man.
I know, bastard. Dude, something's up with my computer. I think it's broken. Working now.
Oh, there you are. We see you.
My computer, obviously. This is my.
Okay, he just got back from walking his dog.
So football's over. It's basketball season now for the most part, but baseball is right around the corner, and that's my obsession. And I just wanted to talk about what's going on between now and the next week and a half, I guess, between pitchers and catchers reporting. As far as the Cubs go, as far as the Cubs are concerned, since that is a team that at least Josh and I care about. Val, I don't know if you're a South Side guy or I think you're a North Side guy. You strike me as a North Side guy, as far as Cubs go.
I'm gonna tell you something about Chicago. I am black and Puerto Rican, and the Puerto Ricans is towards the north side of things. Okay.
Smart man.
Fun fact: I am a Cubs fan. I am a Cubby.
Especially with Javi Baez, man.
I am a Baez. The girls call him Bay Z, if you will.
I don't doubt it at all, because I would love to.
Yeah, he gets more than rock stars these days.
He really does. So Josh and I were talking about. We haven't talked about Cubs baseball really ever. Josh and I were talking about how nervous we are. Not nervous, but just
not excited.
Gonna suck. Yeah, we are not. We could not be less excited for this season.
I feel like this is gonna be one of our worst seasons ever in a long time.
In a long time. Of note, in the past 5 or 6 years, I think we got used to being good.
We don't got no pitchers.
Kyle Henderson's the only guy left.
What's going on with Arrieta?
Oh, I saw that he is going to probably sign with the Mets. Mets missed out on Bauer. Dodgers get Bauer. Dodgers get even better. If I've got to pick
stupid Arrieta jersey for nothing.
Yep. Unfortunately, I've got a few jerseys in my closet that are no longer relevant to the Cubs, unfortunately.
Rule number 1, ladies and gentlemen, don't buy baseball jerseys. The team switch up players like we switch up our socks.
That's why I don't get Pacers jerseys. You're for a small market team. Your best players don't stay. I thought about getting Oladipo jersey a couple of years ago, and then I realized as soon as his contract's up, we're not going to give him the max, so he's gone.
And
now,
plus,
I've been debating Sabonis. He was good 2 years ago. That was his All-NBA.
Who, Oladipo?
Yeah. Second team All-NBA, or 3 years ago.
Oladipo, you know what he needs to do? He needs to make more R&B songs because his talent in the NBA has depleted.
It is fleeting.
He has no athleticism as he once had because of that knee injury. So I think he needs to put some medicine on that knee and make a couple of more tracks. I think that's what he needs to do.
Is he an R&B artist now?
He is.
He always been an R&B artist.
He's actually not bad.
He's actually decent.
It's like Dame's pretty good.
He sounds like a poor man's version of Brian McKnight, if you will. Yeah, check him out. It's Oladipo, the NBA player .YouTube. I don't know what to say about that.
It's like you have no idea what it is, but but you know that he does R&B. I had no idea. Him and Dame Dollar got to get on a track together.
Dame is actually pretty good. I like what Dame's got.
Dame's good. No,
got some bars.
Michael and I have been talking. Yeah, Michael and I have talked about that before. We're like, he's not bad. He's like one of the few guys that could like.
He gives me like Damian Lillard is like a Black Logic, like type of rapper. Like he gives me that type of vibe.
I kind of see it. I kind of see it.
I bet Logic wishes that he was like a white Damian Lillard.
Yeah. Well, they say
I think he thinks
he
is
player, and every NBA player wants to be a rapper. And
that is so true. It goes hand in hand.
Yep, Dame's kind of.
Y'all remember that game, NBA Ballers, back in the day? Remember that? You could you could ice your guy out, get him all type of bling.
Oh, that was like the whole purpose of the game was to like get as much swag for your guy.
Yeah, it's like after you start getting all the diamonds and the clothes and stuff, it's like, oh yeah, this is a basketball game. I kind of forgot what I'm here for after the diamonds roll in. And I think that's most NBA players, if you ask me. Some guys just don't care.
Hat. Why do I need to play anymore? My guy's got the puffy hat on, the poof hat. I don't really need to play this.
Let's dive deep on big three action in the NBA. What you guys think about Brooklyn Nets? These guys just not meshing. They're just not meshing.
I don't give them a season, give them to the playoffs. As long as they get in the playoffs, I think it's tough to beat. Tough to get a 7-game series. Tough to outscore them every game for 7 games, 4 games.
What's the 8 teams we got coming out the East?
We got the Sixers, who are currently the best.
Okay, who else?
Got the Nets.
We
got the Celtics. Pacers.
Whoa, slow the fuck up.
top 4, top 5 team right now.
Okay.
Stay there.
Okay.
They'll stay. They're gonna stay there.
Pacers. I give it to you. Pacers.
Bucks. You got the Bucks.
Bucks.
That's really good. Then you got Charlotte, Atlanta, Toronto.
Not Chicago. I didn't hear one C word.
9.
I heard 14. Charlotte.
Chicago probably not going to make their way into the playoffs.
Well, we gotta wait till we get our starting center back as Wendell Carter Jr. We got him to come back, and we can get it in gear. We definitely could beat the Pacers.
Oh boy! I heard Zach LaVine's not destined to finish the season as a bowl, so
he's on pace.
We have Billy Donovan as our coach now, and I believe in him way more than I ever believed in Tom.
Wasn't very good with the Thunder, so hey, Tibbs will play his starting lineup 48 out of 48 minutes, so
exactly
every night.
Exactly.
God, Val will tell you too.
It's two people I hate in this world the most. 2 people. And the person at the top of my list, first name starts with a T, last name starts with a T. First name got an O in it.
Yep.
First name got an O in it, last name has an O in it. I'm gonna have to go Tom Thibodeau for ruining Derrick Rose's career. Thank you very much for you being up 17 points with 2 minutes left on the clock with your star player out there on the court when you have CJ Watson on the bench, who wants playing time with the big ears he had. So I'm just done with the whole Tom Thibodeau everything.
I saw a tweet yesterday. D Rose's first game back with the Knicks under Tom Thibodeau. Somebody asked how many minutes would D Rose get in his first game back, and someone said 52 minutes. Tom Thibodeau is going to play 52 minutes, only 48 minutes of the game.
And the thing is, that's so funny. It's not.
They'll find a way.
It's more on the sad side of things, Josh, if you will.
Yep.
It's very disappointing.
I'm with you.
Chicago's own Derrick Rose.
And another thing, Tom Thibodeau, how about you just shave your head bald, because that sack of shit on your head isn't working and it's a fucking eyesore. How about that, Tom Thibodeau?
clinging to it.
You need to let that go like your coaching career. You don't have hair, you don't have coaching skills. It goes hand in hand. And anybody who coaches from New York is destined to be fired anyway. Just slit your throat before they slit your throat.
Mm-hmm. It's not if, but when.
The only way to. Oh, go ahead.
For Val to like send out. We're gonna end up clipping this up for you to send to Coach Thibodeau.
I wish I could. I wish I could just talk to him.
Ask him what the heck he's doing.
Hey, can you send me the link? I got some people that want to tune in.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to fix it on my computer.
All right.
If hopefully I don't. They're on Twitter. They can follow us on GJ Radio. Link is there as well.
Yeah, I wish you could text it to me. That way I can copy and paste it.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. So.
We'll exchange digits next time because I am a compulsive gambler. I love gambling on sports, and I'm gonna tell you something. I do a lot more winning than I do losing because this old brain right here gets me paid.
I wish I could say the same. I mostly lose, but I love the thrill of losing money.
Bro, you don't got to worry about it. I have a method for you and I both.
Oof.
Yes, so we will talk that at
I just sent you the link.
Okay. A little off-air discussion.
I just sent you the link to tweet out.
Yep. Me and Josh got a little off-camera discussion to have. And we will talk about that because somebody asked me how long is the podcast because they're rushing home from work. I think this thing can really kick off if we just keep at it.
Time flies by when you start doing this. So we go until we get tired, and we started early. So I think we can have a little live reaction to.
Yeah, that's the problem. The problem this time.
About 4 minutes.
That's the real issue. The real issue is not issue. The real show is going to kick off as soon as the people start tuning in. And the others start chiming in with hot takes, and we're able to watch some Mavs Hawks action. I put on my Luka jersey. We are able to really see the game. I'm trying to get my something's wrong with my computer battery.
So Val, what do you think?
Which is not a good thing to have when you're trying to do
Cuban not wanting to play the national anthem before Mavs games.
I think Mark Cuban is a great owner. I think he's a great person. And I think he's one of the few owners who actually cares and relates to his players. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of that out.
Yep.
But it's a little twist. It's a little twist side of things.
I was waiting for the butt.
Do the camera see the twist? Look.
Yep.
Okay. It's a little twist side of things. And the twist side of things is Mark Cuban is an attention whore. Sometimes you need to just sit back and be a boss. Sometimes you just need to sit back and say, hey, I just want to be rich and I want to stay out of the camera today. How about I just want to stay rich and I don't want to shoot jump shots doing warm-ups with my player. How about dress up in a suit and not a t-shirt type of owner? It's nothing wrong with being closer to your players and Black Lives Matter and all that jazz music. It's about being authentic 7 days of the week.
It is funny that he's got probably one of the most European teams, but he's also the most outspoken on Black Lives as well, which is just kind of funny. But I think Cuban maybe is probably what I would be like. You're every man. If I tomorrow get rich and I buy an NBA franchise, sorry, my dog is about to quit. I'm gonna go. I want to be out there shooting with my players. Damn it, I'm worth $1 billion. I'm gonna go out there and shoot hoops with the best in the world playing basketball. So I think there's kind of that everyman facet to him. Now, and I don't really give a shit about the national anthem being played before sporting events. I think it's dumb. So
I feel like all that Black Lives Matter stuff. That's just it's some real stuff that happened. It's some real stuff that happened, and then after a few days, after a few weeks, it became marketing.
Yeah, PR move for sure.
Yeah, it just became all PR moves and
market Cuban.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like basically don't start something you're not trying to finish. Like Mark Cuban, Mark Cuban, are you willing to lose the Mavericks to back your players?
Do you really care?
Are you willing to invest millions of dollars in the Black Lives movement? Are you willing to stand up against the NBA, against this national anthem? When it hits the fan and they fine you millions of dollars for not playing the national anthem, are you going to stand your ground?
Part of me says that he might. Part of me says that he doesn't give a shit about being fined anyway. So, part of me says that sure he will. But
okay, what about when the NBA adds an extra zero to that fine? What are you gonna do then?
That's when it gets tough, for sure.
Yeah, it's that's why we have two nuts, because sometimes one gets sliced and we have another one to spare to say, do I want my second one sliced? And I think that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna reach for that other one,
do not.
and he's gonna say no, I'm gonna play it tomorrow. I'm gonna have Luca fucking sing it too. That's what's gonna happen.
That would be hilarious. Luca probably doesn't even know the words. He probably doesn't even know enough English. Is that bad for me to say that Luca doesn't even know enough English to know the whole national anthem? I mean, I don't know enough Slovenian. I don't know any Slovenian to know anything to say during their anthem.
I don't think. Oh, here you go.
I got the Mavs game. Oh, you sending the link out to some people?
Mm-hmm. I'm in my fantasy basketball group me, and the guys is clicking on it now. That's what they said.
Oh, they're all wanting to tune in right when the Mavs start. They saw
timing.
Yeah, I got the. I just put the Mavs game on as well. Not that we're live streaming it, but Josh had a really, really good take last time. Basically, about the whole Luka Doncic being Luka Doncic being the next James Harden,
and the Mavs being the Houston Rockets. Kind of got a couple star players, doesn't really mesh well enough, doesn't really play defense well enough. Doesn't matter how good this duo gets together, never gonna be able to get over the hump of the Lakers, Clippers.
And then that's what's crazy. Isn't the Dallas Mavericks the same team that went to Game 7 against the LA Clippers? Is this the same team we're talking about?
Doesn't look like it.
It doesn't at all. It looks like the Dallas Mavericks when Jason Kidd wasn't there yet, and it was like that Devin Harris, Dirk Nowitzki,
the Devin Harris years. Those are some dark years.
It's kind of giving me Devin Harris, Eric Dampier vibes.
Oh,
and all that jazz music
with Rafe LaFrentz.
Good names, yeah.
Me and my friends used to call him Eric Diaper, because all he did was
Remember when Josh Howard was? See, we talked about this last time when Josh Howard was a star.
Yep.
You talking about old Marquise Daniels? That's a blast from the past, huh? You talking about that old guy?
He's alive still, right?
I hope so.
He can ball though.
Yeah. But until Josh Howard said, "I love to smoke weed," that team went downhill.
Man.
Oh, if only who's playing in this era's NBA wouldn't matter.
Yeah, he put it on the radio and ruined everything.
I thought he said it on MTV Cribs.
Oh, that even makes it stupider.
But we may be wrong. Everybody here may be wrong.
I thought he got caught at a park in Dallas or something smoking weed. Or I don't know.
Well, dang it!
A long time ago, it feels like.
It doesn't really matter now, but we need to start spreading rumors.
Yeah. It'll light up.
Oh, I see you got that old cookie from Costco over there.
Well, Costco cookie action.
They taste just like the Subway cookies.
Ooh, oh yeah, they do. Some Subway cookies are good.
I think the cookies is better than the sandwiches. I'm not gonna lie.
100% agree with that.
And then them jalapeno kettle chips does wonders. I don't know what's going on over there. Oh yeah, fun fact. I learned. I was talking to a Subway employee. Subway employees make their own chips. I don't know if you knew that. Yes.
I did not know that.
They make their own chips in the back. I did not know that. That's
why they're called artists.
Did not know that. I was like, hey, I didn't think anybody was here. She was like, oh, I'm sorry, I was in the back making chips. Them kettle chips is so hard. I said, wow. Never knew that they make chips
from kettles.
I don't know. It could have been kettles. It could have been something else. But I guess when just like Chick-fil-A, you buy one of these franchises, I guess they just load you up with everything you need and say, here go all the stuff, make it and sell it, and you owe me this. I think that's how it goes.
I'm gonna get a refresher on my beer real quick.
Yeah, no.
Oh, is it Miller time or is
it's Coors Light time on my end?
Oh,
what I had in the fridge.
Those Silver Train. Got you.
I'm still on. I can still hear you.
No, Ice Cube special. Got you.
Anyway. I figured out. I fixed my computer situation.
It's all good. Let's go back to the NBA. Oh, it's two Garretts. Oh, there you go. He fixed it. Sounds good. Oh, okay. And we got Josh at the bottom. Let's go back to the NBA. Let's go.
Fixed it. Thank God, man. That was miserable.
Let's go back to the Brooklyn Nets because it's such a hot topic with three of the biggest NBA players in the league right now. Biggest names, I should say. I think one of these guys need to come together and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to come off the bench here because us three in the lineup, we all three ball dominant guys, and we can't spread the ball around like we need to.
So, James, you need to come off the bench.
I feel like Harden's kind of taken or at least tried to take a back seat since he's been with the Nets and passed the ball a lot more. I think he's tried to at first, and then I think he got bored of doing that and was ready to score again. I think that's what their problem was.
Shooting's a lot more fun.
True. And Kevin Durant is enjoying COVID. I don't know what he got going on.
Yeah, I think they struggle without Kevin Durant. He's obviously
maybe he found a girlfriend.
Best player in the NBA.
He don't believe in that. But go ahead.
When he's out, I think they struggle because he's so efficient scoring. He only needs to take 12 shots a game and make 10 of them and put up 40 on him. So I think not having him and having Kyrie and James Harden try to carry the load is what's tough because they both need to put up a lot of shots to score a lot of points. And I think not having KD is just really not a good recipe for him.
At the end of the day, he's the best player out of the three. Clearly,
maybe in the NBA. I mean, people forgot how good he was when he was out, and then he comes back and he's the most efficient scorer ever to play the game. I mean,
hands down, I agree. Hands down, I agree.
Statistically, it is. It's just.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 7 foot and he handles the ball like a point guard. I mean, what more can you do?
From anywhere. I mean,
he can shoot from anywhere. He can put the ball in the basket any type of way you need him to. And he shoots over. And he's been shooting over 90% field goal percentage since he came into the league.
You mean free throw?
Free throw, yeah.
Yes, 90% plus.
Wow.
He's not LeBron James, who shoots a mediocre 70-something percent.
Sometimes
maybe 60-something.
Yeah, I was going to say some years of 60-something.
And he was picking up his defense before he got hurt. He was a pretty good defender, so long and so fast for being 7 feet tall that he can guard any wing. I mean, LeBron brings a lot more on the defensive side, but
LeBron's just better. We get it. Okay.
All around, you got to go LeBron. Scoring offensively, Kevin Durant hands down, not even close.
Yeah, he's averaging 29.5 points a season on 53% shooting percentage, 45% 3-point percentage.
Wow.
And 90% free throw percentage.
So maybe the Nets can get the covering when he come back.
Yeah, I think when he's in the lineup, I don't think you ever go against the Nets. But when he's not in the lineup, I think they're
you're the one. Val, you're the one that said
140.
Val, you're the one that took the Nets.
I did say the Nets because Kyrie Irving might get some fire up on his ass and drop 50. So I don't want to be around when that happens. Because I wanted to go the other way and look cute like Josh. Oh, let me take this +2 with the Pacers because they're my favorite team.
Josh is picking his team. I was picking my team with the Mavericks. I mean, who do the Bulls play?
Is a good defender, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna take it back. I'm going Hawks.
Oh snap! Well, now I gotta go change it up on the board up there. But we got. I even told you on my pick 'em. And I took we're all still staying with the over though, right?
I did take them. I did take them when you sent me the picks. I did take it.
Yeah.
We're still taking officially started, so I think that's fair. I think the sports books might have closed on it, but
did something happen?
Tip off hasn't even happened yet.
Did someone tweak something? Is that why we're changing it up, Val?
I think Val just had a change of heart.
Did you get some inside information? Are we playing some inside baseball?
No, after I think about it more, Mavericks haven't shown me anything this season. So I'm just I have lost all confidence in them.
Well.
After we got to talk about Porzingis, I mean the Mavericks can come out here and win, and I don't give a rat's ass because they need to step up. Maybe me going against them, they'll finally step up. So that's that, and I'm off of that jazz, and then I'm taking Memphis Grizzlies, and then I'm taking Brooklyn Nets against the Pacers. Yes,
and then we all took the clip. And then we all took the Clips.
Well, we all took the Clips, and we got Denver Nuggets -10 against Cleveland. And honestly, this Cleveland team can cover that 10 points.
I was going to say Nuggets.
Decently well.
I think I almost sent you Nuggets as one of the 6 picks that I was taking, but then I think I ended up picking some college basketball game.
I think there's a lot of parity in the NBA. Nuggets have lost 3 in a row.
I find it so hard to bet on it's hard to pick basketball games, especially because you just never guys can go cold. Guys can have of all the nights you could put it all on one game, and then a guy goes 1 of 16.
And that's why I'm gonna pull Josh into the loop because I have a method.
Here we go. Explain it, Val.
The method is not to be explained on camera.
Yep.
This is something you have to pay for. Josh is a like-minded person who's a part of this battery gang action that I've been exposed to, if you will, that he gets this information for free. Everybody else who's
if everybody's got the method, then it's not a method anymore.
You know, they say surgery is not a method; it's necessary. So I think I'm gonna go with method on this one. Anyway, so the Nets is that you can't bet on them until James Harden come back. But if you get them anything under 5 points, you almost got to take it. Simple as that.
Yeah, to pick them at that point. So.
Exactly. Then the media hyped it up that these guys can't play together. They got Kyrie Irving with the mad face, doubting everything and stuff. So I got Brooklyn. I got Brooklyn.
What about your Bulls have New Orleans tonight? Is New Orleans might be coming off a back-to-back. Yeah, New Orleans is coming off a back-to-back. Just put up 130 on Houston.
I'm going to tell you something about the Bulls. Anytime we play a good center, like your Vucevic's, Jokers, Joel Embiid, Greek Freak, Anthony Davis,
Sabonis. Yep.
Whoa! Watch the Miles Turner Jazz. Watch.
I thought I could sneak that one in there.
No, you can't sneak anything like
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
Yeah. Okay, so tonight I got the Bulls winning.
Lauri Markkanen's not playing. No Wendell Carter Jr.
Okay, let me get you started on Lauri Markkanen. He is Lauri Trash.
Lauri Trashkanen.
Because you want me to tell you what's the best ability, Josh? Guess what it is?
What's that?
Tell him, G.
It's availability.
Availability. I like that. I like that a lot.
He can't play a full season. What? To save his own life.
I like that.
He's from Finland. I need him to be from Windland. He's not winning for me because he's not playing for me. It doesn't happen like that. You can't be great with your ass cheeks on wood, if you will.
I like that a lot.
Jacob Ingram wants us to. He just texted me and said that we need to talk about something other than basketball. I would be interested in hearing what he has to say about this Rangers situation because I honestly don't care about the Rangers, but I know I love hearing about the hot takes. I hear about it from Eric.
I mean, they just traded Andrus, moved over their Gold Glove third baseman, who I had no idea won a Gold Glove until 2 days ago.
Guy's an elite player, and they just got rid of him. And I would be more than interested in hearing from a diehard Ranger fan.
Yeah, I kind of want to know what's going on over there.
That's really how I feel about it. It's like, what in the world's going on in Arlington? Because I really have absolutely no. Is their farm? Are they like blowing it up? Are they getting rid of? See, my whole thing is why haven't they gotten rid of Gallo from like the beginning? They should have gotten rid of Gallo years ago. The guy.
They got rid of Mazzara. I mean, they're like halfway doing it, and that's going to lead to purgatory.
They just got Crush Davis, like a 30-something-year-old Crush Davis for 30-year-old Gold Glove Elvis.
Better than the other Chris Davis that they.
I honestly thought that they had traded for Chris Davis, and I was really excited. Like, all right, bring him back. I didn't even know he was still in the league.
That'd be such a John Daniels thing to do.
Wouldn't it? Just this is a guy that got us to those, World Series chances when we blew it.
He's a cool 100, and he goes 0 for his next 60 at bats.
I would love to just know about that situation.
If he's gonna call in, have him call in.
I say know about that situation. We pretty much know about that situation. It is a tough situation. It's a very similar situation where the Cubs find themselves in. It's a limbo spot to where we're not the worst team in our own division.
Situation, Rangers have been in this situation since their window closed.
The difference between us and them, though, is that we got a ring and they had 2 chances in the World Series and blew it both times.
Yep.
We at least have some hardware to show at the end of the day.
I'd rather be in this window, purgatory, with a ring than in this window with 2 chances at a ring, being a strike away from a ring.
Up. We've got a I'm gonna. Let me know if you can hear this, fellas. Oh, you gotta mute me on your computer, you jackass. It's gonna get crazy feedback.
Rookie.
Everyone say hi to Jacob Ingram.
My man.
Hey, Jacob.
And fellow listeners.
First time caller, long time listener.
Yeah, first time caller.
First time listener, but
first time listener because it's the first episode. But Jacob, it's good to have you.
Thanks. I can't. You got the mics on. Damn, I'm gonna have to get like a setup like you guys got.
Oh yeah, I mean, like it's pretty sweet. I'll have to include you in the whole situation. I think the issue is going to be trying to have you being able to hear everyone else. But Jacob, we want to hear the Rangers report right now. What kind of situation is going
Tune
on?
Us in.
Here, hold on. Call me right. I'm gonna call you back on FaceTime, and I'm gonna bring you into the stream. Okay. All right. Just click on the link. I'm gonna send you the link to bring you in.
All right.
So we're going to have Jacob. I'm just gonna go ahead and bring Jacob in. All he's got to do is just get him in, get him talking Rangers while the Mavs have started out.
Is it up?
Phone tomorrow.
Oh, Val. I'm gonna go ahead and mute Val real quick. He's
Yeah, there you go.
On a little phone call. It's a fun guy.
I like what he brings to the table. I like his knowledge that he's bringing to the table. It's nice.
He's just he's having a good time. Clearly, deep. I don't think he realizes that. Nope. Here he comes back. He doesn't even realize we were talking about him. Don't even let him know. He doesn't realize we were talking about him. Oh, hey, Val.
The host has unmuted your mic. Oh, did I mute it?
No, I had to
mute it. So
you did not mute it, so we could hear your conversation on the phone.
The thing is, you know what button I'm dealing with in here, and I didn't want to press too hard and cause the issue.
That whole thing will explode in there because that computer is garbage.
This thing will explode like the Dallas Mavericks chemistry.
Jacob's being so difficult now. He's like, here, send that link to my email. Like, I know.
Oh man,
is that you in that picture?
I'm right. I'm on this little end cap. That was very young.
Oh, that's both of y'all in that little small picture up here.
Yep, up at the top right.
Yeah.
Yep. I believe that's right after I stole home. I was covered in dirt, and maybe right after Garrett flopped into home. So we were both covered in dirt.
I definitely. What was it? I fell.
He slid in. Was about 3 feet short of home plate, but crawled his way.
Closer to 10 feet. It was closer to. Honestly, it was closer.
I was trying to help you out.
I know. I fell, dude. I ate it, and it was probably the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me in sports ever, adult, youth, ever. Okay, the Mavericks and Hawks have officially started. They're about 3 minutes into the game, and
so far my bet's working.
Yeah, so far the Trae Young led Hawks are superior to the Luka led Mavs.
As he just knocks down a deep three.
We're waiting on Jacob to click on the stupid link and join us in the show.
Whoa, the link is not stupid. It is a great link.
And it's a fire time. We are having just a great time.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what Jacob has to say about the Rangers baseball. I can't say that I know enough about their entire situation and how their fan base feels right now with no optimism in a new stadium. That looks like a trash can.
Wow.
Hey, they got Texas Live over there. We can just keep talking trash until Jacob figures out how to.
Yeah.
The Texas Rangers, that is just so sad, bro. That's just sad. That's just sad.
Remember when they got all pissy whenever Josh Hamilton said that, Arlington's not a baseball town. Dallas isn't a baseball town. Like, he was absolutely right.
Oh, spot on.
And then everyone got all butthurt about it when he left. Oh, good. I'm glad you're with the Angels now because you didn't deserve to play for the storied Rangers.
It wasn't that. It was because him and the manager wanted to do cocaine before the games.
Ron Washington has a very big nose that allows a lot of cocaine to go up there. So
there's a lot of room for cocaine in Ron Washington's nostrils. Yeah. This is true. Val brings up a very good point.
So yeah. I think they was going, instead of going half on film to study, they was going half on a pack to study, if you know what I mean.
I think we do. And it's so funny that they
Josh Hamilton do like heroin though?
Yeah, he was kind of all over the place. But I think it's so funny that they built this stadium with a roof to bring in fans, but the product on the field they didn't realize was more important than the roof. And you're just gonna not bring it. You build this whole new stadium, and no one wants to go watch them because they just aren't going to be very good for a while. I don't see the corner turning.
I'm saying if you look at the history of the Texas Rangers, you guys had Nolan Ryan, Alex Rodriguez. Who else? Give me some big names.
Josh Hamilton was good. Juan Gonzalez, Pudge
Rodriguez, Rafael Palmeiro, Gabe Kapler.
Nelson Cruz.
They've had a lot of good players. Jacob!
All about the Rangers. Nice to see you.
And now we can hear each other.
Yeah.
Fireman Jacob.
State of the
firefighter
right
Jacob.
Now.
Firefighter Jacob, nice to meet you. My name is Val, and no, it's not Valentine's Day. It is not that type of shit going on over here in the top box.
In the top box.
Not the hot box, the top box. So we just tuned in with top boxing with Val, not hot boxing with Mike Tyson.
Jacob, we are talking about the Rangers because we knew that that's your sweet spot, baseball in general. But the Texas Rangers, what the heck are they doing as far as, is it a rebuild? Is it a, we don't really have any sort of idea what the hell's going on. What's the report from a Ranger fan's perspective?
Just from a baseball fan, I can't say that I really like the Rangers anymore just because of how shitty their front office has been for the past few years. I mean, they're pretty much the Cowboys, you know, of the baseball world, just pissing away all the talent. Yeah. Curse of Dallas, man.
I think what's worse is that there was no minor league season last year, so you couldn't even see, you know, how good was Josh Jung.
There's no hope. There's no hope.
You know, couldn't tell what their minor league system was like. And they went kind of half-assed into a rebuild and half-assed into, well, maybe we just won't get last in our division, and ended up nowhere.
Yeah, and I don't even know. Did they finish last year? I'm not.
I think they actually did finish last year. Maybe I don't think the Angels were last.
Isn't that so silly? Google. That's so silly that it's the Rangers and the Mike Trout led Angels are the two teams. Like it's the Angels are always just bottom dwellers now.
Oh,
ever since Mike Trout joined,
moves.
They have for sure, and I saw. Gosh, I think it was starting 9 on Insta. They put out like the wins above replacement for this coming year, and the Angels with Mike Trout and Anthony Rendon alone, it's just like gonna blow everyone else.
You'd think.
Got some pitching this year. I think A's are going or got a little bit worse. Astros got a little bit worse. Mariners kind of stayed pat, not being very good. But yeah, Rangers were the last place team, but only by 4 games the Angels were also not good, which
the Angels were chasing them.
Is incredible when you have the best player possibly to ever walk the earth. You know, just such a disservice to MLB fans. I mean, you're trying to market your product and your best player ever. I mean,
he needs to be a Yankee.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would hate it, but
that's what it's going to turn into. I think.
Got to go to a big market, but he's locked into like a 10-year deal now with the Angels, and
yeah, I think the Yankees are probably the only team that can buy him out. So
yeah, they got enough, prospects and money to do it, which is insane for a big market team to have both the prospects and the money to do that. So what's John Daniels doing?
I don't know. I saw someone shift the blame to who is it? Chris Young, I think, is who they were playing the blame with now. But
he's relatively new in his role, isn't he?
Yeah, it's like his second or third year on board.
This is the trajectory they've been doing anyways. So
I don't know. I don't know how you go from having the best farm team for like 5 or 6 years in a row to dead last in the division.
How long has John Daniels been there? It feels like he's been there for forever. I mean,
I was going to say, I didn't even realize John Daniels was still there.
Oh, yeah.
You
know what I mean?
But God, it feels like he's been there for 20 years already.
He's been there for how long? Since when?
I don't. He's only 43, but
it's got to be hired years now.
He was hired when he was 28.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he was like the Oracle.
Years.
John Daniels has been the general manager of the Texas Rangers since he was 28. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Shake it up.
There was a guy our age running the show, running a Major League Baseball organization. The fun, the joy. Yeah, I can imagine. I play Madden all the time with Val.
Yeah. I mean, I play
MLB The Show.
I'd be great at it, but
Yeah, obviously, whenever I play out of the park baseball, all of my teams end up winning World Series within 2 or 3 years. I always take bottom dwellers, and It's so easy to just trade, when you know exactly who's going to be good because you buy the version of the game from the previous year. So it's like, oh, okay, well, I know exactly how Corey Seager is going to be in 2017.
Fill out that resume.
Mm-hmm. But I didn't realize John Daniels is still the general manager, and they haven't been relevant in. Well, Jacob, as a Ranger, Jacob, you're the only Rangers fan here, and yet we're all from Texas. You. As a Rangers fan, do you feel like he needs to go?
Oh, I jumped off the Rangers ship a long time ago. I mean, but I don't know who needs to go. That front office could definitely use a shakeup because they're the ones that are calling all those shots. I mean, I don't feel like Jeff Bannister should have been fired.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say that. I think you could cycle through coaches all you want, but if you don't have talent on the field, you don't have talent on the field. I mean,
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you look at all the guys that they have; they're all like, I don't know, 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, however many like MLB like top 100 pipeline prospects, and you can't do anything with that. Like, come on, what's really panning out? Like, are your scouts not that good, or are these guys just flaking? Which, I mean,
player
if you
development.
Look at, yeah, but
True.
I mean, you look at Rugi and you look at Gallo. It's just like, yeah, they can hit the baseball a mile, but statistically speaking,
a lot of swing and misses in those swings.
Yeah, and
I feel like that's always been the Rangers, though. At least for the past 6-7 years, it's like, yeah, they'll hit bombs, they won't pitch that well, and they're going to swing and miss a lot.
Yeah, I mean, even going back to like A-Rod, Soriano, Teixeira days.
Mm-hmm. Chris Davis, the original Chris Davis,
the real Crush Davis, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The guy.
Yep. We're speaking your language as far as like who we all. Who we all remember, who got him there back in the day, and now it's just a bunch of just.
I think as Cubs fans, we can definitely agree with the player development issues in the MLB
are similar.
I mean, our players came in the league. We had a different outlet. We picked MLB ready bats from college, sort of like Josh Young, and they came in and immediately made impacts, won a World Series, and then they didn't get any better at all. So. And then that Schwarber never got better. Bryant really never got better. So
Rizzo,
they all kind of just stayed
steady.
as good as they were going to be, and then they got worse. And so I think there maybe is more in the MLB a player development issue across the board. I don't think it's just the Cubs and Rangers. I mean, look at the Dodgers. They obviously don't have a player development issue because every max world comes
it's
out.
because they got an ace. The Rangers nor the Cubs have an ace pitcher. Ace pitcher is what wins you the World Series. Name me a World Series without an ace pitcher,
or if not multiple.
Yeah, the Cubs World Series team had Arrieta. Hendricks was good. Lester was still good. You had 2 or 3 studs, and then you filled out the rest of your starting 5. Pretty decent. John Lackey.
And the Cubs had the badass closer that got traded to the Yankees.
Yeah.
So
Happy or rental.
Exactly. So
Gleyber Torres, I'd still do that 10 out of 10 times when World Series, but it hurts to watch him rake.
What about the ace pitcher for the San Francisco back in the day?
Oh, Mad Bum, Madison Bumgarner.
Yeah.
That's a Texas boy right there.
No, I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about the other dude.
Oh, Tim Lincecum.
There we go. I mean,
you got to have pitching. You got to have.
You got to have
especially
pitching,
now. You got to have 2 or 3 of them. And
the game is too elite now. The game is way too elite.
I'll share with you guys. I don't think the Dodgers would have won a World Series last year had they played the full season. That's a bold statement.
You think that that is a bold statement. I kind of I'll go along with it. I have no way to disprove it or anything like that because
I think
they played a Disneyland champ.
Look at Josh. Look at Josh. Look at Josh.
I think Dustin May gets better in a full season. He kind of was on the learning curve in the playoffs, and it hurt him. He get into situations where he groove a 100-mile-an-hour fastball down the middle and get popped because every MLB hitter can hit a straight fastball. But I think he learns and he starts getting a little bit more run on his fastball, which he's doing. So I think he gets even better, which gives them Buehler, Kershaw, and Dustin May as just 3 certifiable studs in your and then they could hit. I mean, Corey Seager was good, and he's still kind of working his way back. Max Muncy, Jared Turner. I mean, I think, boy, that team is really good. I think they're going to be really good again, especially with Bauer now. Pick against them.
I think they'll have a chance to repeat.
Yeah,
I got the Dodgers repeating. I really do.
So does Vegas by a lot. So.
Yeah, a landslide.
We had a call in come in, but I tried to answer and it didn't. I didn't answer it in time. So whoever called in,
call back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my guy.
Lines were busy, so
lines were busy right now. If we are always taking calls, but yeah, Val, if you had someone calling in that wanted to hear from the sports guys,
who do you think, Jacob, wins the World Series if full season last year?
Oh gosh, the Yankees are the only team that had a chance.
Probably this year.
There it goes. Pick it up.
Probably this year the same.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press.
Hello, you are on the air. The GJ Radio Show. Who is this?
Hey, this is Tony. Showing some love to Val.
Tony, calling in for talking to Val.
My good old buddy Tony.
Yes,
Tony
sir.
P.
Tony.
How you guys doing?
Tony, we're doing great. I don't know if you can hear Val. I've got to figure out a way to be able to make your voice, make Val's voice come out of the.
Can you hear me?
Well, hold on.
Just bring me the phone.
Now that I have you on, comment about the Dodgers maybe not making the World Series if it wasn't for a shortened season.
Yeah.
I kind of disagree.
Okay, give us your take. Josh is over here shaking his head, agreeing with you.
I mean, they were stacked offensively, and they had a great pitching staff. I think this year they've done a great job with their pitchers, especially developing. Man, I got his name and I lost
Julio
Urias.
I totally forgot about him.
Urias and the other 8 pitchers.
Oh, May.
There we go. And that offensive, the batting order was crazy this year.
Mookie Betts.
Bench.
I forgot about Mookie Betts.
I did too. I forgot they did hit over like 400 in the awards.
And say, hey, I don't miss my starting player if they had COVID or they were out for a couple of days, because they had utility players that could take over that spot and play almost as well. I really think they had a great team and a great system this year. Are they going to repeat next year? No way. But with
that bolt, you don't think with that starting rotation, adding Trevor Bauer, you don't think that's going to give them enough juice to get them back to the World Series?
I mean, they'll go deep, but I just don't know. Pick. What happens after you win a World Series is your players get tired. I mean, this year might be different. I guess I wasn't taking that in consideration. Other years, when teams win the World Series, they go on this little mini road trip to celebrate everywhere. They go to the White House. I guess they exhausted when season comes around. I guess this year's different. They can't do none of that. So, I mean, who knows? I wasn't taking that into consideration now thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good point. They're not going to have any of the celebration fatigue, from doing the press circuit and everything.
Many games.
Yeah, and they just they only played 60 with playoffs included. What, like 75 games the whole time? So they played half of a regular baseball, less than half of a regular season last year, and got a World Series ring out of it. So I'm with you, Tony.
I think the better question is, are the Dodgers even going to lose?
Josh is over here saying, are the Dodgers even going to lose a game this year?
Okay, so if the Dodgers don't win the World Series, who wins it?
You're right. You're right. I mean,
Tony, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna let you pop back on to check it out, and we are going to dive right into some Dodgers talk. I guess we really appreciate you calling in.
Thanks, Tony.
All right, no problem.
Call in anytime that we're live. Otherwise, it's just not going to go. You're not going to be able to talk to us.
We'll be live.
Tony, that was a great call. Tony brings up a really good. Josh, you brought up a really good point. Actually, they only played half the games, and they didn't have to, go through the wear and tear of a full baseball season. Tony did bring up a really, really good point, though, as far as the team not having to do the, go around of, all the interviews and everything like that, because
everything's Zoom, everything. I think he's right. In DeVal's question, if not the Dodgers, who? I think, like Jacob said, I think the Yankees are probably
in the AL. But who's going to come in? Who's going to come in the NL? Is it just going to be the Dodgers?
San Diego's going to be good.
That's a good point. Are they going to have enough to go against those 5 to 6 starters? We forget that
Seven starters.
Yeah. I forget about Julio Urias. He's really, really good. And he's like 22 or 20. He's still super young.
I think, talking about sports better gamblers out there, I think you better go Dodgers run line until it proves otherwise, bro.
Smash that plus 350 for future World Series winner. Because, it's coming.
That's all you can do at this point is just watch the strike zone and just watch the swing outs. So it's going to be a lot of walks
Trevor Bauer
back. Man, that's what I'm saying. That just added more rocket power to the rocket. That's all it did, because you still got old Kershaw.
Jet fuel. Yeah,
and I think
with in the tank.
And I think with this, with this pitching group that they get, Kershaw could actually rest more games.
He doesn't have to be Kershaw the ace. He can be Kershaw the third starter,
or he could be Kershaw the closer.
Yeah, they got a pretty good closer though. I can't remember his name, but I got a pretty good closer.
Jansen.
Jansen. Yeah, Jensen's good. Kenley Jensen's good. They've got a couple guys in that bullpen that throw 100 miles an hour.
So it's safe to say Yankees or Dodgers World Series. I think that's pretty safe, huh?
Yeah. I don't see the White Sox. The White Sox are going to be better, but I don't see them making that leap past the Yankees. I don't know if anybody's going to come out of the AL West and surprise anybody. So, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay made the World Series last year. Are they going to try to run it back? They're always feisty, but I think the Yankees put it together.
I thought they traded that pitcher signed somewhere else.
Yeah, they did. Snell.
I was going to say Snellzilla.
He's a Padre, yeah. So
Snellzilla's a Padre and Trevor Bauer's a Dodger. Like that's a fun division as long as you're not in it.
Yeah. I'm glad I don't have to see them, 15 times a year.
I really, really like Trevor Bauer, so I wish him nothing but success in Los Angeles, except whenever they play the Cubs.
Yeah, of course. Cubs hit him decently for a team that wasn't hitting very well. They didn't get killed by Bauer with the Reds, but I'm glad he's on the Reds. Yeah, he's not in the division every 15
and Darvish is going too.
Darvish is a Padre. Darvish is a Padre.
The Padre. If you Darvish performs, then that Padres rotation is pretty solid. And if he doesn't perform, then it's fine. It's whatever.
They've got 4 or 5 pitchers that are really good. They got Mike Clevenger is going to be back healthy. He's really good. Who else? I'm going to look up who else they have. I feel like they have. He came over after he had that party in Cleveland, or was without a mask or whatever, and they had another starter that Cleveland had was just recovering from cancer, so it was a really stupid thing of him. But I think he's going to be good this year. I think the Padres are going to be good. I mean, Darvish, Snell, Lamet was good. Yeah, they do need pitching, but
don't sleep on the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays got
they're in the need of pitchers, but still they made okay.
I love this baseball talk. I love keeping it right here. I mean, obviously we got fans that love it. We got Tony here who's having a great time talking baseball with us. I
don't sleep on the Blue
Vlad
Jays.
Guerrero Jr. Everyone's a fan of Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Tell you before we get to there, let me just tell you the Padres.
Yeah, let's talk Padres because we're still in the NL West right now, and that's a beast of a division.
Lamet, who had a 2.09 ERA last year in 12 starts. He's really good. They got Clevenger. They've got Chris Paddock, who's good. And then you got Snell. You got Joe Musgrove, who's got a ton of
and then you got you
on his pitches. Then you got Yu Darvish, and if he can be anywhere close to as good as he was,
they really do have year. 6. They have 6 or 7 guys that can go at any time.
Pretty deep, and then put that in with I think they have a pretty good closer, and Fernando Tatis Jr. is one of the best players in baseball already. So Cronenworth was really good at second base I think he was a rookie last year. We got Manny Machado, Tommy Pham.
He's that guy out in the outfield that they got that just drops dinger.
Will Myers.
And then they got dang it, what's his name?
Cool. For what team?
I think he played right field for the Padres.
Jorge Mateo. I'm looking at their depth chart right now, and no one's jumping off the charts. I forgot they got Jurickson Profar to be a nice utility player.
Is he just a
Hey, there's another Rangers player.
Yep.
The Rangers are really good at sending off guys that end up going and finding other teams that do well.
Profar never really lived up to the hype. I saw a story a while back that they were offered Giancarlo Stanton for Profar straight up, and they said no. We think Profar's going to be a stud, and at this point, I think Giancarlo was actually Mike Stanton. It was before the name change, but they said no.
I always forget that he's Mike Stanton. That him and Mike Stanton are the same guy.
Same guy.
Before he rejoined the Mafia. Yeah,
Let's see what Tony said. Tony said Cosmere. It's Cosmere.
Cosmere. Oh. Yeah.
Cosmere.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tony.
First base.
Thanks, Tony.
Yep. Tough to strike out. Hits well. I mean, that seems good. But yeah, let's go, Tony. The Blue Jays. I like the Blue Jays. They do need some pitching.
Everyone does, though. That's the thing. That is the thing. There's only there's only 4 or 5 teams that have the pitching to take you deep into October. Everyone else is just hoping that things
exactly.
They're hoping everyone else's arms fall off. You've got the Dodgers, the Padres, the Yankees. If the Astros get healthy, the Astros and the Nationals.
Another team to watch out for: Atlanta Braves. They are on the come up. They are on the
reigning MVP, Freddie Freeman.
Yep.
And he's not even their best player.
Yeah,
he's not even their best player. He's not even close to their best player.
You got Albies. That team's got a lot of hitting. I'm looking at the Blue Jays pitching depth chart, and I got to tell you, there's not a single name that's jumping off the page for me.
Wow.
I mean, Tyler Chatwood.
Is he their number 1?
Might be one of their better pitchers this year. They got Hyunjin Ryu, who's actually a decent player. Ross Stripling's not bad. I think Ross Stripling might be in the bullpen now, though. Kirby Yates in the back end of the bullpen. But as far as
listen to ourselves,
pitching, Tanner Rourke. I gotta say, none of them really jump off the page. And now they got a young core of hitters.
Yeah.
Bo Bichetti, Kayvon Biggio, got a lot of great players' sons on their team that are actually pretty good players.
I was about to say they got a lot of
future faces of what could be a dynasty if they ever get some.
George Springer. I forgot they signed George Springer in the offseason.
They did.
His best days probably are behind him. He was really good. I mean, he's still going to be really good.
He's only 30. He's only 30 right now.
Good.
He's only 30 right now.
Gurriel's still a stud. They picked up Derek Fisher from the Astros.
And the Lakers, pretty good 3-point shooter.
Different
guy.
University of Arkansas, Little Rock. No, but I mean, there's only 5 teams that have the pit. Like, really, there's only the Dodgers, Yankees, and Padres are really the 3 that are fighting for the top spot of the.
I think what can be said about rotation the NBA world can also be said about the MLB is that if you're not on the coast, it is tough to win a championship.
Yeah,
I mean, if you look at the NBA the past 20 years, the only teams outside of the coast that won a championship are the Spurs dynasty and the Pistons and the Mavs. But those were only kind of one-off years. The rest have been the Lakers and Boston and Miami.
What about the Raptors?
And the Raptors, yeah. So you got to get lucky. You got to have
and
1 year
the
where
Cleveland
you put it all
Cavaliers.
Or you have to have LeBron. But outside of that, you really have to be.
Or you hope that LeBron's hurt.
Coast. Yeah.
You either have LeBron or you hope that LeBron's hurt.
Golden State won a bunch. Lakers have won a bunch. Boston, they put it together a lot. Miami Heat won 2 or 3. So you're talking in 20 years. That's what 4 teams that have at least won 3 titles, 2 or 3 titles. So that's 12 titles in 20 years just on those 4 teams on the East Coast. So our East or West Coast.
So you're saying you got to be right off the water to be a championship starter. That is what you're saying. I completely agree.
That's how you attract talent.
Yeah. Well, Val's been telling me that you got to be a coast. You got to be on one of the coasts in order to win a championship these days.
I think the NFL is a little bit different, but I think it's turning. I mean, you look at Stafford goes to the Rams, and people are already calling him saying, "I want to be a Ram. I want to play in warm weather." And then LA. Tom Brady goes to Tampa. He's right off the coast, and guys are calling him saying, "I want to go play in warm weather. I want to play in Tampa."
Let's talk about this Matt Stafford, Jared Goff jazz music.
We're switching over to bye-bye football. Hello football off season.
Yep.
Thank you, MLB The Show. It's time to switch to the go on football. Let's go with this trade, this bizarre waste of my time trade.
Seemed like Rams gave up a lot. More than anybody else was going to give up.
Why did the Rams give up 2 first-round draft picks and your number 1 overall draft pick, Jared Goff, for Mr. Back Spasm, Matthew Stafford?
I think they don't give a shit about picks, first of all.
Because
in the past 8 years they've had one.
They always giving up their number 1 pick. They always they gave up 2 number 1 picks for Jalen Ramsey. Which I can't lie, the kid's worth it, but at the end of the day, stop giving up number 1 picks. It's number 1 for God's sake.
Why would you hold on to an unknown commodity when you get a known commodity that's young? You got an all-pro in Jalen Ramsey. I mean, the Colts did it with DeForest Buckner. Okay, we gave up our first-round pick. I'm
gonna tell you why you hang on to your first-round draft picks. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's a team called. They don't have a team. It's called the Washington Football Team, and their whole defensive line is all first-round draft picks. And you see what having a first-round pick does for your team.
First-round outs.
Goff is afraid to make decisions, Tony said.
I like that. I'm not a golf guy, so.
Let me think. I like Goff. If I was the LA Rams, I'm keeping Goff. And I'm keeping my first round draft picks too. Because you want me to tell you something? We went to the playoffs 2 years in a row and went to the Super Bowl about 3-4 years ago. Jared Goff has done nothing bad to the organization of the Los Angeles Rams. He's done nothing bad. He gets Robert Woods his 1,000 yards and 70-some catches. He gets Cooper Kupp his 1,000 yards and 77 catches. So I think the LA Rams had something going on with Goff. You guys pay him all this money. You draft him first overall just to give him up for a much older quarterback, a much more injury-prone quarterback, and 2 first-round picks. That's horrible. Detroit Lions has clearly won that trade, and I like the enthusiasm of their new coach a mentor of my good friend Garrett here, Dan Campbell, who's I believe will turn that organization around. I hate he's playing in my division, NFC North, Chicago Bears fan, but I just hate that you want to help out the Detroit Lions because that's all the Rams did here was help out. That's simple.
I think you were right about Detroit winning. That's right. I think the Rams win also. You get Stafford, who's 33. If he could stay healthy, you can keep him off his ass. I think he's still got a lot of prime years in him, but Detroit got a lot more than what I expect them to get from that. So I think Detroit definitely got a big win with that trade. New GM, new head coach.
But I think it's going to be a new offense.
I think Stafford's still really good. I'm a Colts fan. I was hoping that we could give up one first-round pick and get Stafford. I think he still slings it, man. He's a gamer.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing. Like most GMs don't understand. They think you draft a quarterback or you get a quarterback, you plug them in and they win games. It don't work like that. How about giving these kids some protection when they're back in the pocket?
That's why I want him to be a Colt.
Condoms.
Colts have one of the better.
Get him some condoms.
Yeah, Colts have one of the better offensive lines. We're already set just a quarterback away, maybe some receivers, but I think the Rams have a decent offensive line. And they've got plenty. They got Aaron Donald, they got Jalen Ramsey. I think they got Robert Woods still up, and Stafford's going to bring guys over. Guys are going to want to go play with Stafford and play in LA.
Nobody,
nice weather.
Nobody is itching to go play with back spasm Stafford. Trust me, nobody's itching to play with this dude. You know who they itch? You know who the league's itching to play with? Thomas Brady. That's who they want to play with. They don't want to play with Matthew Stafford, who's going to get hurt week 3 and be down for 3 weeks, and some random guy with the name of Mitch Kabushi or whatever is finna come in and play, and then they're gonna be the Washington football team all over again, and they can't find an identity at the quarterback position. Why? Because the
Washington football team can't find an identity anywhere. Yeah, they literally don't. They don't have a name.
Yeah,
they don't even have a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't got a name, but they went to the playoffs.
Is that defensive line? It's their identity.
Yeah, because their defensive line is all first-round picks.
I mean, you still have Aaron Donald for the Rams, who is arguably the best player in the league. So you don't have to spend another first-round talent if you've already got
This is a good point.
The destroyer of worlds at your defensive tackle.
True. But can Aaron Donald sack the quarterback if they playing the Colts with one of the best offensive line in the league?
Yeah, it depends.
You see where I'm going?
If it's Jacob Eason, then yeah, probably because he's not going to get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
Focusing back on the Rams, so do we think both teams benefited from this? Is this one of those rare situations where
I think both teams did?
I know it's the hot take to always. It's always the hot take to be like, oh, this team got screwed. But is this one of those situations where maybe both teams ended up getting?
Yeah, but basically, they're hoping Stafford could be the guy he used to be in Detroit in a new environment. That's basically what it is.
They just want a Super Bowl now. They want a Super Bowl right now.
They hoping that he's fresh out of Georgia, big gun slinging to Calvin Johnson, Matthew Stafford. That's what they're hoping for.
What if Calvin Johnson comes out of retirement?
Oh, he's too busy making marijuana dispensaries in Detroit. So
no, he's already he just got inducted in a Hall of Fame, so he's not coming to play for anybody.
I think getting out of Goff contract for the Rams was big for them. I like Goff, but I don't like him. $33 million a year?
I would take Goff. I would take Goff and 2 future first-round picks for Matthew Stafford. I would take that any day of the week. And I think Garrett will, and I think Jacob looking like a firefighter over there. I think he will too. So that's what we're going to go with there.
Rams give up more than what anybody was even asking for Stafford. So
exactly.
Which is kind of crazy. So
let's pause on all this Holland Park jazz music, and let's take it down to Dallas Cowboys. What is going on with this Dakota Prescott guy? Let's dive deep on Dakota Rain.
Franchise tagged again.
Franchise tagged again. They did it.
Reports say it is going to be a potential franchise tag year 2
for Dak, huh?
This is the second. This will be the second franchise tag tender for Dakota Rain. And I'm gonna tell you something about that. Dak is a good person. You know, he's definitely a team player. You know, I haven't heard any locker room jazz or any incident jazz with him and all that stuff. I think he's a great guy. When you put him up against the Aaron Rodgers and Drew Breeses and the Mahomesies, when you put him up against these guys, he falls too short of being elite. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If you put Aaron Rodgers, I know we're talking Hall of Famers. If you put Aaron Rodgers on the Dallas Cowboys, you will see a different offense. If you put Drew Brees on the Cowboys, you will see a different offense. Of course, it's not Dak Prescott's fault. I think he was leading the league in passing yards, if I'm not mistaken.
And they were putting up like 40 a game before he got hurt. So I mean,
putting up crazy numbers. You know, crazy numbers. But the regular season is there. Yeah, because of that franchise, Dak won't stay in Dallas after next year. Dak is the leader of the Cowboys, Tony P says, and I completely agree. He is the leader of this Cowboys team, but when the leader of your team is...
Who's got music on? Is that me?
No, it's a fucking train. I'll mute myself until it passes.
I'm like, what in the world is going on back there, Val? You got the game on? You got Madden going loud?
That sounds like a train Dak Prescott needs to hop on because Dallas has lost faith in him.
Yeah.
We could go with that jazz music there. But anyway, back to this. I'm just saying
this is what Dak did last year before injury.
This is what Josh lives for. Josh lives for looking at the stats and then coming up with exactly what the hell we need to do to fix it.
66 yards and a touchdown for the Rams. Against the Rams. 450 yards and a touchdown against the Falcons. 472 with 3 touchdowns and then 502 and 4 touchdowns. What else you want him to do? I mean, those are pretty good numbers.
Okay. Look, let me speak realistic.
There's only one Aaron Rodgers, only one Pat.
You're right. I'm finna dive deep in this.
All right.
Keep Dak Prescott. Keep him. But I'm gonna tell you something. I won't give him $100,000. I'm going 50 to 75 grand over 75 million over 3 years. That's all I'm doing there.
That's not the going rate for quarterbacks.
I know that that's not the going rate for quarterbacks, but if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, I can't pay this guy because I need defense.
So as you can see, I've got the stats pulled up right there. Val, if you'll use the mouse right there and just click on you can full screen it on yours. The mouse is to your left. You can and you'll be able to see all the stats and everything right there for Dak because I put them up on the screen for you.
I think Val, I think you're right. I think you have to try to win on a rookie contract for a quarterback. Like a Darnold.
Man, he was having a good year before he got hurt.
Russell Wilson, they were winning on his rookie contract. They're able to stack that defense. It's hard to win when you're paying a quarterback $50 million a year. I think you're absolutely right, but I think
my whole thing
they
is
have a chance to do that with Dak.
I never said Dak is the sole problem of the Dallas Cowboys losing. It's not that. He's not the problem. The problem is the defense. Because Dallas doesn't believe in tackling. They don't believe in making turnovers. That's the real core problem. But I'm saying if defense is your problem, you can't pay your quarterback all this money. That's what I'm getting at.
Cooper all the money that he's going to be owed. I think you have to get rid of some of your playmakers too, because you have to have a quarterback. You have to have a quarterback to win in this league.
First off,
so who's your other option if you're not going to go with Dak? I think you give up some of your playmakers.
I'm giving up Zeke. Bye.
Yeah, that was the first problem, right?
Bye.
I'm a running back when 30-year-old Darren McFadden can rush for 1,000 yards behind that one.
I'm not paying my running back $100 million when I could get a guy fresh out of LSU or Clemson that could do the same goddamn thing.
The past 12 years, the Super Bowl winning champions have not had a running back make over $2.5 million a year. 12 Super Bowl champions and none of them making 2.5. Only one person was making. Only two people were making over $2 million.
We can go last year. Kansas City Chiefs. Damian Williams, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a Super Bowl. And guess how much he makes? He makes the stimulus checks. He makes the stimulus checks value of the NFL.
Year before, Sony Michel, $480,000.
Super Bowl champion.
LeGarrette Blount, $900,000. Year before, LeGarrette Blount, $700,000. CJ Anderson. Yeah, you can't win with a high-paid running back.
How about this take? Leonard Fournette, $3 million. If you want to keep at it.
Exactly. You can't pay a running back and win in this league. You can get Zeke's production from a 6th-round running back and a 3rd-round running back.
I know where you could get I know where you could get his production from. Tony Pollard.
Exactly.
Is where you could get it from. We can start there.
Tony Pollard, UNT, is that right?
Trade Zeke in a heartbeat. That's easy decisions. I'm trading Zeke, and guess who else I'm getting rid of? His name is Vander. You're done, buddy.
Jalen Smith isn't very good. He doesn't.
Vander Esch, you're one neck turn away from the bench. I'm done with you.
We got Zeke stats up here for this year. You know what did he do?
A lot of fumbles.
And I'm gonna tell you now, Ezekiel Elliott is the new Todd Gurley, gentlemen. If you guys want to go,
six fumbles on the year.
Yeah, okay, Zeke. How do you fumble the football with a "feed me" tattoo under your belly button? It doesn't work like that. With all that jazz music he be listening to.
He only ran for over 100 yards twice.
Oh my God.
It's a lot of money to give a guy who's not going to go over 100 yards.
You guys want me to tell you who's the next big thing at running back? You mark my words.
Jonathan Taylor, Indianapolis.
Jonathan fucking Taylor is the next big thing at running back. Guaranteed. You could deposit that check right now.
Better his last 6 games.
I don't want to go into all his jazz music, but we speaking of the Dallas Cowboys.
You put a ton of miles on your running back in the rookie contract, then you get rid of him. You don't pay him a ton of money. Because you can get another guy.
Do you guys remember? It was.
I didn't realize Zeke didn't even get 1,000 yards this year.
Yeah. That's because he picked up 1,000. That's because he increased his diet 1,000 calories. Is what it looked like.
He came out looking pretty thick.
Yeah,
he got
looking like a thick boy.
When you get a "feed me" tattoo under your belly button, I know what's going on. The restaurants is what's going on.
I forgot he rushed for. He rushed for 34 yards against Seattle, 50 against Pittsburgh, 49 against Arizona. Like he had a bunch
2
of
lost
bad
fumbles
games.
against Arizona.
All that jazz music is not why they losing. Pull up the NFL's top-rated defense.
Yeah.
Show me that stat.
You see here. I mean,
and you will see
how much they've given up.
Yeah, and you will see a 6-letter word at the bottom of that list, starting with a D, ending with a S, with 2 L's in the middle. Dallas.
Yeah, they got a lot of problems, and it's not on the offensive side even. But it is because, like you said, you're paying Zeke all this money, you're paying Dak all this money. It's hard to pay for talent on the defensive side. And they swung and missed. I think they thought they swung and hit home runs with Vander Esch and Jalen Smith, and that turned out flat. Secondary was bad this year. who's their stud? They had a good defensive tackle. I can't remember his name. Lawrence.
Yeah, D-Law.
He's good.
Dexter.
You talking about?
Dexter, yeah. He's good, but I think.
No, DeMar. Yeah, no, you were right. You were right. Yeah, they got DeMarcus Lawrence, but he's 28. It's not like he's some spring chicken.
And they just paid him a ton of money.
Yeah, that was silly. Remember when they got that one guy who? Oh
yeah.
That defensive end who's, no, well, before him. The other guy, the guy with all the face paint. The guy with all the face paint.
MMA guy.
Yeah.
Also was beating his girlfriend and had like a ton of guns. I can't remember his name. I remember everything about him apparently, but
he was a fighter. Yeah, he played for the Panthers prior to that. Though he was like a big deal for them. No, what were you saying, Val? What do you want me to pull up?
Make sure you put the call number. We got some more people want to call.
Oh, we got more people wanting to call. We got
an active Cowboys fan.
I didn't even realize. As soon as we start talking Cowboys, we got people. I need to figure out how to. I need to figure out how to make it so that you guys can, or he can hear you. So they can hear you. I'll probably have to whenever.
This is what I'm saying. Cowboys literally was in the bottom 3 in the defensive category last year. The last time the Cowboys went deep in the playoffs, Dak was a rookie, Zeke was a rookie, and guess what? Fun fact: they had the top 5 defense in the league that year.
What I say, you got to win on rookie deals from your top offensive players. The quarterback's got to be on a rookie deal to win.
Oh yeah, and you know the last rookie to do the last quarterback that was on his rookie deal did that. Name start with a P.
Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson also did
Patrick Mahomes.
Russell Wilson did it as well.
Yep.
Oh, and don't forget Ben Roethlisberger did it.
I didn't even realize Roethlisberger did it.
Roethlisberger did it his second year. Second year. He won a Super Bowl his second year.
Who Jacob?
What are you saying, Jacob?
Kaepernick.
Oh, he didn't win it.
Super Bowl on his
he went there.
Deal. Flacco might have been on his rookie deal though. It was before.
But no, I got
all that money.
I guess that's the thing. Making the Super. All you got to do is make it. Making the Super Bowl on your rookie deal. That's like sort of like that's become a formula in itself. Like a lot of teams are taking that blueprint, like trying to just set the whole team up for.
I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult to make the playoffs every year playing in a weak East division.
Yeah, the
NFC.
NFC.
True.
Yeah, the NFC least, as some like to call them.
I don't, but it's like when the NFC plays each other. I don't know who gonna win.
Yeah. I mean,
like one game, the Giants looking like they got this division in the bag, and then next thing you know, Dallas beats the 49ers, and it's like, it's just all over the place.
Have a chance to win it. Yep, I'm with you.
And I'm gonna tell y'all another division that scares me on who's gonna win is the NFC North. I don't know what these guys either.
Yeah, Packers
all
really
up in the air.
Only guys that have something really going for them, and their defense sucks. But
and then
having Aaron Rodgers is the ultimate equalizer, at least in division. I think when you get in the playoffs, having Aaron Rodgers can't get you all the way, but they've got to re-sign Aaron Jones, or they got to re-sign Jamal Williams, so they're gonna have some trouble running back.
I had to rush back because it's Miller time. Sorry.
Oh, okay. What's the number for him to call in?
It's at the bottom of the screen.
Okay.
Josh, go ahead and say it though.
469-708-7821.
708 what?
7821.
708-7821.
Are you asking him so you can text it? It's on the screen.
I don't see it. I got mine's big screen.
I forgot you're
so
awesome
it's okay. 469-708
7821.
7821.
I have to figure out how to make it so that they can hear y'all though.
I think the last time wasn't bad. I think we just let them say what they want to say.
Yeah, I think that's the format. That's the format.
Yeah.
We'll let them get their piece. We'll let them say what they want. You guys can laugh about it in the background without them having to be interrupted. And then that's the thing.
Oh, we got a guy about to call in.
Well, they need to do it. They don't need to prepare and like let you know that they're doing it. They just need to go ahead and do it. I appreciate.
Well, you missed the last call, so maybe we do need that.
The last caller literally got to come onto the show. Oh wait, Our first caller literally got to join us and become a member of the show. So,
oh, this is
people
funny.
are seeing that formula and they're like, I want to do that. Hey, I wish I was AJ Hawk. My fiance wouldn't kill me. I could start lining up some cigars on show.
That's like pretty sweet. But Steph's working, right?
Yeah.
Hey, so
what she don't know don't hurt her.
That smells tough to get out.
You guys bring back some like blast from the past type stuff? Are we going to see you guys hop on the stage anytime soon? Bring back the rap game?
That's been just
not by me. I think Garrett's still got a little juice left.
Whoa! So Jacob, they used to rap together, huh?
Josh didn't rap. I rap. Josh
Garrett
just went on stage with me every once in a while.
Kind of a hype guy.
Josh was the hype man.
Garrett had some bars.
Okay.
I was aware of that. I was aware of the bars. Jacob was our biggest fan.
You said had. Does he no longer have?
Still has, actually. He's reviving the brand, and I'm with it. So
I'm trying to. I'm kind of locked in on this. I'm kind of locked in on this. I really enjoy the sports angle right now. Music's
this
tough.
is. If you guys want the definition of this is called a quad box. For all my
Did you just look it up? Did one of your friends just send you that?
No, NFL Red Zone.
Yeah, but it seems like the Red Zone got the quad box going on.
a little quad box action, if you will. A little quad box.
I love that Val gets real close to the camera and he's got the headset on.
I know where I want to go with this. We going NFL mock draft right now.
Oh my God.
We're going mock draft.
Trevor Lawrence.
Hey, I'll pull up the draft. We can kind of go on a
pull it up, Josh. Pull it up.
Draft order.
Pull it up, Josh. Pull it up.
This is what happens whenever we start this thing so early, Josh. Because this is what happens. This is all we want to do.
Okay, look out, Gary. If I was the Jacksonville Jaguars, I am not getting Trevor Lawrence. That is who we don't need.
Okay, then
we don't need him.
You got Gardner Minshew.
We got the man with the stash.
You can start, Val. Can you guys hear me? One of my AirPods went down. I'm about to change headphones here.
Yeah, we can hear you. Hey, fun fact: I actually work out at the gym that his family owns in Mississippi.
You do, or did, or
I still do.
Wait, I thought you were in Oklahoma. Are you in Mississippi now?
Oh yeah, I moved last summer.
I have no idea, and I'm such a jerk.
So you work out at the same gym as Gardner Minshew.
Are you still an EMT?
Well, yeah.
Okay, I'm like you're still like an EMT, right? Like you're still.
There's a lot of roles that I
okay.
Play. I'm a good role player. There you go.
Jack of all trades.
That's what she said, if you will. Okay, let's get back to this mock draft. We got Trevor Lawrence projected number one overall.
No, Jacob, you were saying.
I
interrupted you.
Headphones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're waiting for Josh to get back with his headphones.
Oh no, that's right. You said that you worked out at Gardner Minshew's. Family's
gym or something.
Well, that's cool that he comes from a family that lifts weights and works out, and he's not just some guy that lucked into being a quarterback. I always like a story of a kid who comes from athletic families and dads who are overly obsessed with sports, as opposed to guys who just, my kid, we adopted some kid and I wasn't really into sports, but he took on to football. Now he's in the NFL. I hate that stuff.
Okay. What you got for me, Josh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
All right. Good. All right. So Val, we're going to go with you first, and you're going to be picking for the Jacksonville Jaguars first. Who are you going with if you're not going to Trevor Lawrence?
I'm going with that offensive tackle from Oregon. My big 6'5", 6'6". Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Protection for Gardner Minshew.
I'm gonna tell you why. I learned this. I learned this today. It's not the coach's ability; it's compatibility. We need these guys to be compatible. And I'm going to tell you what, why draft a quarterback when you don't have an offensive line? This is Joe Burrow, torn MCL, torn PCL part 2 waiting to happen. You mark my words and you listen close.
As a Colts fan who doesn't want to see Trevor Lawrence twice a year, I'm totally with you, man.
Oh, I feel like you would be happy when Deshaun Watson leaves your division, if you ask me.
Man, if I can avoid Trevor Lawrence twice a year and Deshaun Watson twice a year, I'm a happy man.
But back to this first overall pick. I mean, why bring Trevor Lawrence on your team to get hit 364 times like Russell Wilson did?
Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck had to retire because he got hit so many times.
Yeah, and now they have an offensive line. If he would have stayed his bitch ass there.
Tony Romo didn't get to do well in the playoffs because he got
fired. That's because the Dallas Cowboys want to start him in a preseason game. That's why he hurts his back from Eagles defensive tackle. That's why.
All right, Garrett. New York
Josh,
Jets are on
Josh, who are you going with for your mock draft? Right? Or okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull up the mock draft that I like.
Yeah, just do top five. Just do top five.
Just top five. All right.
Top five. Gary gets a top five. This handsome fella with a beard. Val gets a top five. Josh gets a top five, and Jacob.
I got beard too, but it's all right.
Gardner Minshew workout buddy gets a top five.
All right. Garrett, out of the top five here, I'll give you a pick because Val was pretty stern on Jacksonville. I won't pigeonhole you with the New York Jets because they're the Jets. But out of the Jets, Dolphins, Falcons, Bengals, who do you want? Who do you want to draft for?
Well, I want to be the Jets. If I have number 2, I want to take number 2.
And you have the number 2 pick. Who are you taking?
Well, if Val's picking for number 1 here, and he's taking
Sewell's off the board.
Yeah, he's taking an offensive lineman. Then I'm gonna go ahead as the Jets and make the executive decision to pick Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
We were going to make a bold decision here as the New York Jets and pick Trevor Lawrence because we need a quarterback.
What do you do with Darnold?
Market.
Trade him for a third round pick?
I don't know. Who cares what you do with Darnold at that point? I don't think it matters, to be honest with you.
So you can
go have a good time doing something else.
Oh, chasing ghosts, from what I heard.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Third round. I mean, third pick. Who we got?
Jacob, you want to take the Dolphins? Probably the most coveted pick here. You got a lot to work with here, and you've got a lot to work with the Dolphins already.
I'm going Jamar Chase or Devonta Smith.
That's solid. Because
if you got to choose one of them, who you taking?
Well, since Jamar Chase sat the year out to do whatever he did and
not get hurt and less miles on him.
With Devonta Smith.
Going against the LSU Tigers, which I'm very shocked by, Jacob. Gonna go with Devonta Smith.
I'm not. Leonard Fournette did it too. He sat out half the year his senior year.
Yeah, but I think Chase is only a sophomore, and he's not a running back where wear and tear is a huge problem. But you do you. All right, Devonta Smith, Heisman winner. Can't get better than that.
Number 4, who we get?
I'll pick for the Falcons. I think the Falcons are not that far away, but I am going to restart. I'm going to go with Trevor Wilson, BYU.
Whoa! That is a pick that Val really does not like at all.
Okay, so we going with Zach Wilson. Yeah, you said
Zach Wilson. Yes, sir.
Chris McMurray chimed in and said he would pick Chase, whoever that.
Over Devonta Smith. So I think I'm with Chris, but I don't think you can go wrong with pretty much any receiver.
I've also extended him an invite to the stream.
I like it.
we got Zach. Josh is picking Zach Wilson over,
not to be confused with Trevor Wilson. Yep.
Over linebacker from Penn State, Michael Parsons was on the board.
Yeah, I think I'm getting rid of Matt Ryan this year, getting out of his contract, giving him up to some team that wants a veteran quarterback, and I'm getting Zach Wilson, who's the
So you don't want Patrick Surtain II?
I think they're all good players, but I think if I'm going to start over, if I'm going to, but also want to stay competitive, I'm going to get rid of Matt Ryan. You've got a lot of weapons on offense still. I'm going to go get Zach Wilson, let him throw to Julio and Calvin Ridley, and hand the ball off to Todd Gurley. And he's got a rookie contract, so now I can afford to go get some defensive players if I want to in the next year or two. So
I'm just still flabbergasted that Val didn't pick Trevor Lawrence at number 1. This supposed generational.
What is he gonna come and do? He's gonna come and sell jerseys and fill up seats. That's it. He's not gonna win a ball game.
Patrick Mahomes has the single-handed ability to win games for his team. Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be able to do that.
I understand the thought process behind it. I mean, if Trevor Lawrence comes in and gets hit, 30 times a game, and he ruined it. Listen, coming from a guy who ruined a generational prospect as a Colts fan, I get where you're getting at. Let's just go and bulk up on the offensive line now, and maybe 3-4 years from now, there'll be another generational quarterback I can go get. But then you also talk about, you say that word generational, and then you realize, it's probably not every 3-4 years.
But you don't. But I'm saying, Josh, I don't even got to take that route if I'm the GM and wait 3 years. I can get my offensive lineman these next 2 years, and I can get somebody in free agency like Deshaun Watson.
Although Deshaun just signed a huge deal, he's not going to free agency anytime soon.
I mean, not free agency. I'm talking about trade for him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Texans aren't going to trade him in division, and whoever trades for Deshaun Watson is certainly not going to flip him again. But I get what you're saying. There's going to be other disgruntled quarterbacks that are going to.
Yeah, let's protect our quarterbacks, not hurt our quarterbacks. Let's not pull a Cincinnati Bengals episode. Let's not pull.
Colts, we ruined Andrew Luck.
Yeah, let's not pull an Andrew Luck episode. Let's not go with Sierra's husband getting hit 364 times this season.
I prefer him being referred to as Sierra's husband, or the former second base prospect,
or the person that doesn't wear the pants in his marriage. We can refer to him as that.
Is a good one too.
World champion.
I had to say a benefit of Legion of Boom champion. I think the defense won that championship, not Russell Wilson, if you ask me.
Still really good.
Doug Baldwin having a career is a pretty good testament to Russell Wilson's ability.
Yep. Trevor Ty Lockett, is it Ty Lockett?
Yeah, Tyler Lockett. Yeah.
Tyler Lockett, very good player. Don't know if he's
thanks
the same
to Russell
player.
Wilson. Very good. Thanks to Russell Wilson.
Don't think he's the same player in Jacksonville as he is in Seattle. Still very good, but not as good without Russell Wilson.
Hold on, Tyler Lockett got traded?
No, I'm just saying if Russell Wilson wasn't in Seattle, I don't know if he's as good as he is. If he's elsewhere without a quarterback.
Russell Wilson always throws to his number one receiver. He throws
a great deep ball, which is great for Lockett and Metcalf. Not great for taking hits.
You just said Metcalf again. You just brought that up, and we all know how well. Oh, Val, no, that's right. Val and I were doing a little show earlier today, and we were talking. Val went off on DK Metcalf.
Let me speak on this DK Metcalf.
He's had enough beers now in him to really give his opinion on DK Metcalf.
It's not. Give me a little tower of beers right there, if you guys. But anyway, that has nothing to do with what I'm gonna say now. They got nothing to do. What I'm gonna say is DK Metcalf, he can catch a gym membership, but he can't catch a touchdown. Is what he can't do, because he drops more touchdowns than anybody I know. You the only person that's 6'4", 225, 2% body fat that can't catch a slant to save your life. I don't understand you. Yeah, then you walk around here with a fucking pacifier in your mouth like you're a child. Grow up. Stop dyeing your hair lime green pink. Stop doing that. That's not even a color. Lime green is lime green. Is pink is pink. He's going lime green pink. Stop doing it. You get on my nerves. You make me sick.
DK, 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns this year. It's pretty good.
Yeah, because you got a Hall of Fame quarterback throwing you that.
You were just talking shit about Russell Wilson.
Call. I missed another call.
I didn't say nothing about Russell Wilson. I said he got hit.
How he was a benefit of Legion of Boom when he's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
damn good
that's
himself.
true. That's
he
true.
is for sure. But that's what happens whenever a quarterback on the rookie contract who's still really good. You can load up on the defensive side.
True.
And you have Marshawn Lynch.
No, I'm saying very true. All of this is true statements, but I'm saying Russell Wilson got hit 364 times this season. That's number one in quarterback hits. He has no offensive line.
I read where he had the most percentage of at-fault sacks, as in he either didn't
held the ball too
to
long,
another receiver, pass the sticks.
Do you know? Do you
exactly way too long?
Do you know why he held on to it too long? Take a wild guess.
Got open receivers.
Because his receivers can't get open. Because DK Metcalf needs to work on his route running.
So PFF actually does the stat where they say, okay, it's at fault if you have a receiver open, pass the sticks, and you still take a sack. And he had the highest percentage of those because he holds on to the ball, which is maybe Colts had Bruce Arians as their coach for a year and their offensive coordinator, and Andrew Luck would always get hurt because he'd hold on to the ball instead of getting the ball out fast like Tom Brady does in 2 seconds or Pat Mahomes does because he's waiting on guys to get up and down field. So I think it's a product of Schottenheimer hold on the ball too long.
Oh, we got somebody calling in. We got somebody calling in. Yeah.
All right, bring him in.
Yeah, we got someone calling in right now. Hold on. Who is this?
This is Val's friend.
Val's friend. Hello,
Oh.
Val's friend. That's a really stupid name, but
do you have a real name?
Is that your birth name, Val's friend?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, all right.
Well, it's not making fun of him, guys. It's a family
sarcasm
name.
on sarcasm
It's
here.
a little family name. Anyway, Val's friend, what's going on, man?
Oh yeah, man. I'm just sitting and I see y'all talking about DK Metcalf and Russell Wilson all the time there.
Yeah. What's your take? What's your take on? But I mean, you've obviously heard Val's take on DK Metcalf. What are your views?
I agree with DK Metcalf. I think he has all the physical tools. It's just between the ears at this point. It's just mental. Russell, I don't know. I think his time's up in Seattle. I think we see what happens when you put the Super Bowl in his hands. I think it's about time to get a change of scenery there.
Do you think both sides have sort of gotten sour on each other and are sort of just like over it?
Yeah, they don't have a defensive line. They're strong safety. They traded 2 first-round picks for it. Leading the team is that, man. I just think there's stuff going on over there.
Yeah, no.
I think Jamal Adams having 11 sacks. That's crazy.
That is insane.
My point when you're strong.
Hold on, Val. He can't hear you, Val. He can't hear you. Val's friend. What's your name?
Val's friend.
All right, we'll keep it as Val's friend. Val's friend, you can call in anytime, and we officially have our first welcome caller as far as Val's friend. He's the official. I mean, we got Tony obviously, but this is Val's friend. So Val's friend, you are for every time you call, just make sure that you introduce yourself as Val's friend.
Yeah, thanks for calling in, Val's friend.
So,
the Giants beating the Seahawks, that was the worst game of the year for me. It's time to make some changes. Pete Carroll's getting too old, man.
That was the worst game for you as far as losing money goes?
Yeah, Pete Carroll, it's time. He's pushing 80. It's time for Pete Carroll to get up.
I completely agree. Val's friend, thank you very much for calling into this show, and we're going to keep talking a little bit about this Russell Wilson situation. Yeah, Val's friend was he is right there with you, Val.
Mm-hmm.
So
obviously,
so let me just run through the list of players that have the most drops in the league this year, and you tell me when you hear DK Metcalf's name. So we got Deontay Johnson, Pittsburgh Steelers, Jerry Jeudy, CeeDee Lamb. Didn't expect to see that name on the list. Evan Ingram, Marvin Jones, Ezekiel Elliott. That's 2 Cowboys in the top 6 or 7 there. McCole Hardman, Tyreek Hill, Alvin Kamara. Some really big names there. And then we get to DK Metcalf.
How many targets did he have, though?
I wouldn't say probably anything more than what CeeDee Lamb had or Deontay Johnson.
Because Tyreek had a lot. Tyreek probably had a lot of targets.
Kamara probably had a ton of targets out of the backfield. Marvin Jones probably had a lot of targets. I mean, we're talking about guys that just, had 20 targets and
drops. That's drops though.
Drops.
That's not bad passes. That's not like throws out of bounds or anything like that. That is drops that DK Metcalf out of. So
I mean, he's top 10, and to be fair, I was kind of cherry picking because from Zeke to Metcalf, they all have the same amount of drops. So he's still tied top 6, but I don't think it's as bad as what people think it is. I think people blew his
but he doesn't have the production. He doesn't have the body of work and the production to
1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns is.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay,
pretty good season for an NFL wide receiver.
What are you whining about then, Val? What do you want from these guys? You sound like my grandfather at this point, who complains about everyone except Lou Holtz coaching Notre Dame.
I think there was a narrative to be said about DK, and I think he's slowly kind of starting to silence that narrative. He did have that drop where he had a 50-yard touchdown. He dropped the ball at the 1-yard line and went for a touchback or something. So he has those mental lapses. So I could see Val's friend maybe at the point where it's between the ears. But I think he's a young guy still. I mean, I think he's 22 years old. So I think it's slowly starting he's starting to get it. And I think he's a force to be reckoned with. And how about that Ole Miss team having A.J. Brown and DK Metcalf and Elijah Moore, who could be a first-round draft pick this year, and not being very good.
I think
it's crazy.
That Ole Miss team was great, and I hate that they didn't do anything with the talent that they had. That's just plain and simple.
Hugh Freeze paying a lot of money.
Yeah, that's just sad news. But back to this DK Metcalf situation, he got what you said? 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, 129 targets, right?
And only 6 drops and 129 targets.
There's way more drops than that. They need to stop fucking lying for one thing. That's what they need to stop doing.
Are deceiving you, I think.
They need to stop lying. I could show you 6 drops in one game if I can pull that up. But anyway, we're not gonna get to all that jazz. Listen to what I'm saying. DK Metcalf probably had the most targets on his team.
Oh, for sure.
So let's stop there. Let's stop there, and then let's go. Tyler Lockett, who probably got.
What do you want from this guy?
A lot of targets too. All I'm saying, DK Metcalf is not a number 1 receiver.
Tyler Lockett had 100 receptions this year, so I would assume he probably had more than 129 targets.
They was only throwing the ball to 2 people, Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf.
You must have lost a lot of money on this. You must have lost a lot of money on this.
You got a personal vendetta against DK Metcalf, I think. I think there's something personal there.
When you say lost a lot of money,
did you sleep with your sister or something?
When you say lost a lot of money, are you talking 6,700? Lost a lot of money. I'm trying to understand what you're going with here.
Yeah, that's a bit of money.
Speaking of this game,
I'm about the Giants game.
Speaking of this game, I'm about.
Him and Val's friend must have gone in on parlays.
Speaking of betting, the Mavs are down by 10.
Val was on it. Val switches over the Hawks, so I don't think he fishes. He switches official bet that counts, but at least in terms of this radio show, he switched his bet. So
that's true. For the sake of the show,
which one could say it's better than money. Your morale there. So
my mistake. I don't know how to put it in.
Oh, are you peeing?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it. No, I'm saying I accidentally unplugged the cord. I can't hook it back up.
Val just
technical difficulties.
Val just unplugged turned off the whole computer. Accidentally. And there he goes.
It's gone.
I mean, it's just going to take. It's just a matter of clicking it back on. The interesting thing is, though, we have another guy joining us right now. He's signing on as we speak. A Christopher McMurray, from Dallas, Texas. He is going to be joining us live. He pulled out his laptop after seeing what we were doing, so he is absolutely excited. Just plug in the cord here. Val, come take a seat right here in my seat. and put the headphones
Yeah.
on and keep the conversation going?
Are doing that. I'm gonna go grab another cerveza,
I can be
if you don't mind.
Podcasting. Look at here, we switching.
And we'll let you guys roll real quick. I can still hear you. I can still talk. I think. We'll check the distance on this headphones.
Yeah, I'm just putting the old technical difficulty banner.
We'll be right back.
That's exactly what I did. Look what I got going on the screen.
Let me see. Hurry up. Let me see. Oh, let me see. Oh, it feels good in this musician seat I'm in. Smells like jazz music. They can hear you. Oh, look at Atlanta. Yeah. Look at Atlanta rolling on Dallas 70-61. And guess who took them +4? Josh and Val.
I
made an audible.
Pretty steady on that over. I think they're going to get the
Go in there. Get your taste in that room. Let's switch it up a little bit. No, I gotta do it. Yeah, now you see how I feel.
The sweet life.
Yeah, I got a taste of the Zach and Cody, if you will. The sweet life. The sweet life. Let's talk about this Gardner Minshew threesome that you seen walking in the gym that you said.
Yeah, Jacob? I think I missed that, Jacob. I'd like to hear all about that.
This is the technical difficulty talk, like while everyone's like figuring their stuff out.
Yeah.
And Chris is still trying to figure out how the heck to work the his laptop.
Pollard can do much better. I agree. I didn't see that comment from Tony talking about the Dallas Cowboys.
Tony is probably my favorite caller. I think he's got a lot of good points. Swiftly followed by Val's friend. He made some good points. So
yeah, these guys not just talking out their ass here. They actually talking facts.
Tony's bringing a lot to the table,
and Tony knows baseball.
Even from a football standpoint, he's really bringing a lot.
Val Fran actually played defensive tackle.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's all his jazz music that he got going on. So he knows his defense. And like he said, when your strong safety leads your team in sacks, you have a huge problem.
You got your defense. Problem there.
No defensive line. Like, think about it. No defensive line, no offensive line. That's horrible. And then, just speaking of that NFC, what's that? NFC West division. Just speaking of that division, look at the Cardinals. Why is Kyler Murray just what's going on with him? He get into the playoffs and he forgot how to play football.
I think we got to give him a chance. He's in his second year, but I don't think Cliff is that great of a head coach. I think he's better off as an offensive coordinator
or a college coach.
Yeah, I think Kyler is still. I think he's not super accurate. I think his height's getting in the way of him really firing the ball over the middle. I think there's a lot of things. When he gets outside the pocket, I think he's incredible. But I think inside the pocket, if you keep him in the well, as you say,
I'm also adding a little extra light for you to see your good-looking face.
Sounds a little easier. Yeah, I completely agree. I think he needs to go back to Texas Tech and keep recruiting superstar quarterbacks, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, he had Kyler, he had at A&M, he had Johnny, he had no, he didn't have Kyler at A&M, I don't think, but he had Johnny at A&M, and then Baker and Pat. Pretty good lineage there. Was he still there when Kyler was there?
I believe so. I think them two playing together at A&M, that's when they decided to say, hey, I'm gonna take this shit to Oklahoma. I think it happened there.
It would have been like 1 year because Kyler flipped script pretty quick and went to OU.
Okay, so Kyler Murray never went to Texas A&M?
He did, but only for a year. Hey, oh God. So I took the Pacers -2, and they were losing 62-30 at halftime. They've only scored 30 points.
Okay, Who was the handsome devil that told you to not go against the Brooklyn Nets? His name starts with a V, ends with an L. Guess what it is?
Pretty shocked by this score. I was wishful thinking we could hang with the Nets, but only scoring 30 points and a half is not good. Not good at all. So, Val, you're correct on that one. Boy, you were way on top of that one.
Now, when we talk later, you're gonna respect me a little bit more on sports betting.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. We're back.
You're going fantastic.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, and when we're done with this, guess who bet not tell me no on Madden? Name start with a G, ends with a T.
Uh-oh. Gotta get the overlay over or off, I guess. We are back.
All right, we're live.
We've got Doug back.
Bet on the PGA.
Whoa, betting on the PGA. I like this.
Betting I worked with a guy that won $30K.
Hold on, I'm not as loud as I once was.
Hey, I do DraftKings PGA. I do decently well.
That's what he won 30 grand on.
If we're talking about huge winnings in DraftKings,
can you hear good, Val?
No, I need it to be
Garrett's
higher.
buddy who plays baseball with us on the Neds.
There's a little volume button on the...
$100K.
Nah,
it's our NFL week, like 5 or 6 weeks ago, and he was a Tyreek Hill block in the back away from winning $1 million. If Tyreek Hill doesn't block in the back when Travis Kelce goes across the middle and picks up like 30 yards, he wins $1 million.
That's insane.
Crazy.
Who is this?
Cody Hibbard.
Oh,
of the Neds, of our baseball team.
The old fashions baseball team. Three of us in this
quad
stream have been, and the quad box have been members of the old fashions. Val, actually, I've told Val that he needs to play with us. I think
it's a good time.
Fun.
It's a good time, Val.
Yeah, I am very open to that. You know, me and my kids will definitely come. I have 2 boys, and I like to keep them around sports the way I like to keep money around me, if you understand what I'm saying. So
I understand.
That's very tight. But
Val, are you a baseball player?
Yeah, I actually played baseball in middle school, and I enjoyed it.
That's about as far as Garrett and I's baseball career went. So
Buster was about to sneak into the room.
Yeah,
Buster was about to come into the room, Val.
I know. I just closed the door. You want me to open it?
No. So yeah, Mavs are down by 13. They're not going to cover.
Yeah.
We're still rooting for the over though. So
we are also. Oh yeah, the over is 238. I think they're going to get that. It's 81-68.
I think Val got him at 233, which is even better.
It's 81-68 halfway through the third quarter.
A nice little take. Where is Carson Wentz ending up, you guys think?
And
we are back onto football, and I love it. I will be so pissed if he ends up on the Bears. And, of course, my stupid dog wants to go outside.
Yeah. I'll keep this going because I'd also be very angry if he's a Colt for anything more than a third-round pick. So, which seems like the Eagles are asking for like 2 first-round picks and thinking Matt Stafford. So, I don't know at this point. I don't know. I think the Eagles are going to have to lower their value, and somebody's going to have to take a flyer on them. So, what do you think, Val?
I think nobody needs to give up a first-round pick for him, because if these guys devalued him by benching him for a rookie, that shows you his value in the offseason. You know, so
and not a first-round pick rookie. So
exactly.
They need
so
to go
it's
get
like
a first-rounder.
I know, to replace him with. So I just think this whole Carson Wentz jazz and first rounder jazz, all that could go to shit, because I don't think he's worth a goddamn thing. And I think he needs to stay in Philly and keep on entertaining all that starter, not starting Jazz. That's what I think.
Just keep keep it there for the sake of entertainment.
Way to keep the Eagles in the conversation of the NFL nowadays. So,
my whole thing is I still think the Chicago Bears are going to do something stupid. Oh, yeah, thanks, Josh. Sorry, you can go ahead and say it. You can just go ahead and tell me.
Yeah, we just need to change the ticker
to get people back out.
There. Yeah.
Let them know. Yeah, but I think the Bears are going to do something stupid and try to make a move to get Carson Wentz. And then, which pisses me off because I said last year that I was hoping that the Bears would get Jalen Hurts.
I got Nick Foles instead, so congrats.
So they're just going to keep getting the Eagles. They're going to keep getting the guys that the Eagles don't want anymore.
Jacob, a little MLB news. I don't know if you've seen it yet. A little breaking news. Andrew Benintendi of the Boston Red Sox just got traded to the Royals.
Whoa!
And some big news there on the MLB front.
Wow.
Whoa, for who?
Pretty good young baseball player traded to the Royals.
Future considerations, or what are the
three-team deal. Red Sox get Frankie Cordero, pretty good young prospect, and the Mets get Khalil Lee, who I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name. Going back to the MLB and the piss poor front office of the Texas Rangers, along with giving away Andrews, they paid like $13 million to whoever he do.
Who's going to play third base? So Kiner Falafel, or whatever his last name is moving over to shortstop, which they already announced in December. Who I didn't realize, which made Andrews' value plummet. I'm not sure why they would even announce that if they were just planning on trading Andrews. But Josh Young,
I've seen Odor is the front runner for third.
Who's playing second?
That prospect.
Is the idea that Odor will suddenly be able to hit if they move him to third base? Is that their?
I think their thinking. He doesn't move well enough to play up the middle anymore.
They're like, okay. So it's a matter of oh God, he can't hit anymore, and he can't field, he can't move anymore. So God, we got to stick him at third and just pray.
Are you talking about Nick Solak?
I think so.
Or the guy they got from the Dodgers, but he's playing outfield. But I think he came up as a second baseman.
I thought it started with a J.
I just put in Rangers second baseman, and it came up Rugi, and it came up Nick Solak. So I don't know. Josh Jung, who was a shortstop at Tech, but he's moved to third base in the minors. He's like 6'4" or something. He's a pretty big dude. So I think he's been playing third base. I think he's probably the front runner, or at least your third baseman of the future. He's their top prospect.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty not good times in the Rangers stratosphere at the moment. But right now they do have top of the depth chart, Rugnid Odor. So
we were doing some updates on lines tonight. Memphis, 4-point favorite. Josh and Val both took the Grizzlies at 4. So you guys need a 5-point win. Right now it is a 2-point game at halftime.
I hope we take the over/under on that one, because I think I probably would have took the under.
We didn't even bet on it. We only did the Mavs game and the Pacers game as far as over/under.
Want to look at that one? We've been updated on discussed it.
Garrett and Josh look like absolute jackasses. Garrett and Josh look like absolute jackasses because they said that the Pacers were going to cover.
Who said that?
Me and Josh did.
Oh, okay.
And Val said that. And Val said anytime it's the Nets,
you don't give you 5. Don't pick them or don't against them. Yeah. Val was on top
good
of
job,
that
Val.
one.
I like the new lighting, Val, on your face. It looks a lot better. I think we can actually see you now.
Can you see the Spanish heritage in my face right now? Can you see a resemblance of that?
You're
not
a little bit
Spanish.
more
You're Puerto Rican.
now.
You're Puerto Rican. Spanish is in Europe.
Okay. Okay, if Puerto Rican, not Spanish, then what is it?
It's Hispanic and it's different, and we can. It's not even.
T-Wolves are winning by 7 third quarter. We are way down on that one. We had Clippers -9. So we are 16 points down on Timberwolves, but it's still early. I think the Clippers can take over.
So far, I'm pushing 3 out of 4. And Josh, you're pushing 3 out of 4.
I think I'm pushing 2 out of 4 actually, because I had Hawks and the over. Timberwolves. I had Clippers -9, and I had the Pacers winning +2, and then I had the Hornets, or I had the Grizzlies winning, and now they're up by 5. So I do have the Grizzlies. So I think I'm 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5.
Right now, all of it. Right now,
3 out of 6.
Let's see. Yeah, Josh is doing pretty okay.
I'm batting 500. Val's doing the best out of all of us with the late switch of the Mavs Hawks.
That's right. I did. That's the thing I didn't have up on the board up there. So Val's doing good with the Hawks, the Grizzlies,
except for the Clippers,
the Nets. He needs the Clippers to turn it around. It's only a 6-point game though. So
yeah, and he had the over, which I don't know if the over is going to hit the Nets Pacers game with them only scoring 30 points in the first half.
Yeah, you really were betting on both teams being competitive this game, but when one of them scores 60 some odd points and the other one scores 30 at half, it's hard to.
Yeah, and that's called Kyrie Irving looking for 50 points that I talked about. That is something to go against.
I didn't think.
Ladies and gentlemen, a special treat tonight. We have joining us from Dallas, Texas, Murph 44, Christopher McMurray. Chris, it is an honor and a privilege to have you on this show.
Did I just hear someone saying Door's going to play third base?
Yeah, that's what Jake said. And he's top of the depth chart on third base right now on the Rangers depth chart. I just want to say something before we get into that. Now, how are you feeling now knowing you do not have the best beard going on? I mean,
Val,
Garrett's got a decent one. Val, you had the better one, and now Chris is just.
I thought I had something good here.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what type of beard I have. I have a pretend beard. It's a lot of pretending going on. That right there is a real beard, gentlemen. That is what you.
There.
That is what I am, a young man. That is what you call a full-grown animal, a Viking, if you will.
That's what that is. I almost want to leave real quick. I almost want to just leave the stream and have it be Val and Chris for a second, because I want Chris. Did you hear? Were you even watching earlier? Val here. We did a little mock draft. We were just doing a little fun thing. I think Val just wanted to make a point that he was not, as the Jacksonville Jaguars, going to take Trevor Lawrence. He said no to Trevor Lawrence at number 1.
Is he worried about a Burrow situation?
Yeah, yes. Exactly. What you must have been listening. You must have been listening, because that's exactly.
No. I mean, that's the only reason. That's the only reason somebody wouldn't
could have pretended, but that's right.
No, I had someone over here. I would still take him.
Generational talent.
This is all pointless right now, because you have no idea what anyone's going to do in free agency. So everything we say right now can be changed in a month and a half.
And Chris hasn't even gotten to watch the film.
But I'm saying, check me out, Chris. You got the number 1 overall pick. Why aren't you on the phone with the Houston Texans saying, "Hey, I'm ready to give you this motherfucker right now. Give me Deshaun Watson. You can take my next year's first round. You can take my next year's after that." That way,
Deshaun's not going to be protected either.
True. Yeah, but I'm
saying exactly. No, I'm saying it's a lot of options with this first round pick. Not hurry up and take Trevor Lawrence.
Would you trade down then instead of taking him?
I would trade down. Yes, I would trade down. I trade with Miami for their 2 first rounders.
Chris, you're an expert. I consider you to be a football expert. One of the people that I go to for football. Josh West would say that as well. Let's talk about the Cowboys real quick, because that's your bread and butter. That's where you could talk NFL all day. You pretty much know the ins and outs of this whole stupid game.
Like, who should we take?
What the hell is going on with the whole organization?
I don't have an answer for that. I'd be getting paid a lot of money if I knew that.
That's true. We haven't even really talked about. We honestly, as a show, I'm glad Chris got on right now. I know you can't stay for a whole lot, you said, but we haven't even really talked about the Super Bowl.
I don't even want to talk about the Super Bowl.
It was kind of a boring game.
Okay,
I mean, what did Mahomes ran for his life for 497 yards or whatever?
It's not like 497 yards. It's exactly 497 yards.
Yeah. I can't really blame the game on the refs, even though they kind of fucked up the whole first half. But either way,
pretty bad calls on Mike Evans.
Yeah, there was incidental contact. It was all uncatchable. It was just a shit show.
What about the streeting across the field winning $300K on Brady? I think that was the big wheel.
I think it's been debunked. Wasn't it debunked? They didn't have to win because you can't take that in your own hands. I think no sports book was going to pay that out because if you have direct involvement on it or something. I saw it was debunked or something, but it would have been an incredible story if that should have had his buddy bet on him, and then he would have probably been okay.
If he starts a GoFundMe page, people will help him out, or I will
for sure. Yeah, I'll donate a little bit of money.
I'll donate.
Of all the things to give to. Okay, so Chris, you would take Trevor Lawrence though at number one, then get right back into mock draft talk, because I know Chris of all people loves the mock draft. The NFL draft is. I remember growing up. I remember being, Josh, you and I talk about all the time being an absolute idiot kid in our early 20s, late teens, early 20s, and God, look at that handsome son of a gun, Kevin Lego over there. Look at him.
Still looking great.
And look at this bullshit.
And I know we're watching. We Josh took the Hawks. Josh and Bell took the Hawks.
Yeah.
So good.
I took the Nets over the Pacers.
Pretty good call. I did not. And
so did Val.
Looking good.
So did Val. We used to watch the NFL draft over at your place. We would sit in your garage and watch, the whole thing side by side next to on the big screen on another
I think we had
big screen. Chris had
going at a time.
And on one of them, Chris had his mock draft that he had typed up, and that was just, he had a in-depth analysis of every single player that was taken in that draft on his own. I mean, the guy's his own Mel Kiper, but he's not an idiot.
Yeah. A better looking Mel Kiper.
Except you did say that the Bears were going to reap the benefits of the Mitch Trubisky pick.
Yeah.
This is every now.
How do you feel about that?
Every once in a while,
You're going to trade for Foles now.
Chris, is you a Cowboys or Bears fan?
No, Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
So wait, what pick are y'all on?
We didn't actually. We went top.
We're on
4.
Yeah, we're at 5 now.
So Bengals. Who are the Bengals?
5 now. Bengals.
So in this,
Sewell's gone. Sewell's gone. By the way,
Sewell's gone.
Sewell went 1. Lawrence goes 2 to the Jets. Devontae Smith goes 3 to the Dolphins. I took Zach Wilson to the Falcons because I'm getting rid of Matt Ryan.
He took Zach Wilson over Justin Fields. Yeah, that guy.
You think Justin Fields at 5?
Wait, what? Honestly, I'd go Slater at 5.
Yeah, Northwestern offensive lineman.
Yeah.
He's good. I like that.
I'd rather have him as a guard, but you got to do something to bolster that line, off season and draft, or free agency and draft. Not that it was my pick or anything. I don't know who it is.
No, we were giving it to you, so that's why I wanted to know.
You were the 5th pick. We're working our way through it. So now I honestly haven't even looked at any mock drafts because like Chris says, the free agency hasn't even started. We don't even know what teams need yet.
Yeah, it'll all change up.
Yeah,
people
but I think
people could have their offensive line problems fixed.
I think the top 5 picks are pretty locked in. I think Jacksonville takes Trevor Lawrence, but I think Sewell's top 5 pick. I think Dolphins are definitely going to spend on a receiver if they don't trade down. I don't know if Falcons are going to take a quarterback or not. I would if I'm the Falcons, if Zach Wilson is there at 4. But I think if Sewell's there at 5 for the Bengals, I think they definitely have to go offensive line. So
no question.
Even if he's not, I think Slater might be the guy there.
And that might be too high for some people with Slater, but after seeing the Super Bowl, nobody's stopped.
You win in the trenches. Yeah, you win in the trenches. So you either go offensive line, defensive line, any offensive line. So who do the Eagles take? Eagles got 6. They could have more if they really get what they want for Carson Wentz. I mean, I don't think they're going to get a first rounder, but they obviously think they're going to get multiple.
Eagles could take Justin Fields.
They've pretty much gone in on.
I don't know.
No. They don't know if Jalen Hurts is the guy.
I mean, they brought in that quarterbacks coach who's known Jalen Hurts since he's been 10 years old. I think they're pretty in on him. I think they're gonna ride or die at least for the next couple of years.
So why do reports say that the Eagles is trying to get Wentz to stay and he's open to another quarterback?
They want to have options. I think they want to have, but I don't think they want to have options in terms of going number 6. And I mean, maybe Justin Fields available. I mean, I think he'll probably be better than Jalen Hurts.
If Jalen Hurts the guy, why did they bench him for the 3rd string quarterback when they play Washington football team?
Well, yeah, I think they benched a lot of guys, playing Washington football team.
Exactly.
So I don't think they were benching him because they don't think it's the guy. I think they're benching him because it doesn't matter.
I see.
But
no.
Chris, who do you think? Who do you think they're going to take? Chris is our president.
Before real quick, Chris, can you turn the TV down?
Yeah.
I hear it I don't want to be that guy, but I know that everyone else doesn't have their stuff on in the back.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh no, it's just we literally planned our entire night around this right here.
Yeah.
Even Jacob, when he called in, knew.
I don't think he intended on staying, but he's been involved in a long.
Who did I think for the Eagles?
Yeah.
Not Justin Fields.
Okay.
I keep seeing Kyle Pitts, but it depends on what they do with it. And I don't like that pick either. If I'm the Eagles, I'm trading
Ertz. I am too, but I think they're giving Ertz in the process.
Or you could they fucked up with the Jalen Reagor pick, so you could go Jalen Waddle.
Although Reagor was pretty decent towards the end of the season. I mean, he wasn't great, but he wasn't. He wasn't.
He was a hidden diamond. He was a hidden diamond.
They could have had Jefferson. Yeah. So that's why I said they fucked up.
Or you could take Jamar Chase. Or Jamar Chase.
Yeah, in this reality, Jamar Chase is still available. So.
Well then, you probably because Dolphins will jump on him in a heart, or Lions will jump on him in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
I'd trade down
if they don't trade down. I think I'd trade down from the Eagles or the Lions. I think both of those.
If Jamar Chase calls the Lions, they're taking him.
Yeah.
But this isn't my pick, so if you want to take Justin Fields with it, that'll spice it up.
I think Val's is your pick, actually.
It's my pick. Okay, I'll take that shit back. I take that shit back. I take all that shit back.
Now that it's for real.
Okay, yeah, I'll take this shit back. Give me Patrick Surtain a second.
You've been trying to pick him.
Gotta have lockdown corners. I like that.
And we're gonna rock it out with Jalen Hurts. Hopefully.
There we go.
Garrett, you are a Detroit Lion for the pick.
I want the best available.
You want Jamar Chase, probably.
I want the best available offensive lineman.
Whoever that is.
The kid from USC, yeah.
Vera Tucker.
No, screw it. I want the best available wide receiver.
Yeah, you want Chase, then.
Why?
Marvin Jones, free agent.
Why? Because I'll get a quarterback in a couple years. I'll get a quarterback with one of those future first-round picks, Val. One of those future picks. Mm-hmm. You know something about that?
I had the Eagles, and they in such disarray. I don't know what the fuck they got going on.
I just know that Jared Goff needs someone to throw to, and I know Dan Campbell wants Jared Goff to at least be serviceable, and he needs a receiver to do that.
Yep, I like that pick because Galladay and Marvin Jones are both free agents. You got to have somebody to throw to for Goff.
True. I didn't know that. I didn't know Galladay was a free agent. I thought he had one more year. So, yeah, Jamar Chase or Waddle would be your next option there.
Yeah, which I think Jamar Chase probably best receiver in the draft. We don't know. I haven't seen him in forever. But Jacob, you have the Carolina Panthers, which is an interesting pick. They've been looking to get rid of Teddy Bridgewater. So
Mac Jones.
Going Mac Jones over Justin Fields and Trey Lance.
Oh, I forgot about Justin Fields. Yeah,
Fields is still on the board. Okay. Fields slid a little bit in this draft, but I think actually PFF had Fields going at 8-2, so we're kind of right on that train. I've got the Denver Broncos.
For Chris.
I think I'm going Micah Parsons, and I'm probably going to cut Von Miller and save some
Penn
cap.
State. You're Penn State.
Going Micah Parsons.
The Natty Lions, huh?
I'd be surprised if he gets past Carolina.
I think so too. I think Carolina's going to go quarterback. Fields is still on the board, which he could be at 8. I think teams are kind of iffy.
If Fields is there, yeah, they'll probably take him actually, but.
Yeah, but in this reality, if he gets down to me at the Broncos, I'm going to go best available player. And knowing Von Miller's best days are behind him, I think I'm going to go Micah Parsons. Which leaves Chris McMurray with the Dallas Cowboys pick.
Oh, I get the Cowboys?
What are you going to do? Just look at the draw.
Well. Quarterback, Caleb Farley.
You going far out of Virginia Tech?
Yep. I like him more Surtain, too.
Yeah, I think
I
it's pretty good.
Slater falls to us, but yeah, Farley.
I think it's very hit or miss with cornerbacks in the first round, but I think it's probably a good chance to take. Which brings us back to Val with the New York Football Giants.
Giants. I think I'm gonna have to go. I forgot the kid's name. That linebacker from Tulsa. That outside linebacker.
Oh, Zayden Collins.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go that character for my pick.
I'll see if I can for the rest of these. If I can bring up team.
I don't know his name. Let me see.
Help us. Zavon Collins is who you're thinking of.
Yes, and he won that outside linebacker award too.
Yeah, he's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with him. Garrett's up next.
Down. Garrett, you have who's up after that? You have the San Francisco 49ers. PFF has them taking an edge rusher to pair next to Boza.
Oh, yeah, Russo.
They have him getting a Quiddy Paye or Pay. I don't know, Michigan edge rusher.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much going to defer to Chris on if Chris is over here saying, yeah, like he's a fan of the guy, then obviously
I like Russo.
That's the guy. That's the guy. If
yeah,
Chris
I like
Russo, then that's
out of Miami as well.
I like both Miami guys more.
Sounds like a slam dunk to me.
Giants, I feel like, I don't know if they pass on Waddle there on that last pick.
Sounds like an absolute home run.
Gotta have some defense, though.
Are we about halfway through the first round?
Halfway through the first round.
I feel like this is a good place to stop and pick up on the next show. We are approaching 3 hours of live
3
show.
hours is a lot.
You'll be out here for 3 hours?
Yeah. Missing out on a lot of good times here, Chris. We've been going basketball, baseball, football. Val is not a fan of DK Metcalf. I don't know if you.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about like life and like personal stuff if we like want to do that. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, how's everyone feeling?
Good. How are you?
Yeah.
How are you doing, man? I
look great.
Yeah.
You guys all vaccinated yet, or what?
No.
Great.
There, he's got the hat.
Right.
He's got a McMurray Medals hat.
Yep.
Chris, we need a McMurray Medals sponsorship for the show.
Yeah, if there's anything that shows,
we can just do the show at McMurray Medals. That's what we need to do.
That's the next step in evolution there.
Do it on a Saturday
Usually
night.
we pick this about 9 o'clock.
It sounds like a fun time. We just need to build up the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, Val, you need to go ahead and pop up on the cam real quick. We're about to sign off. We're approaching 3 hours of live show.
Okay.
So, we need to the Mavericks are only down by 6 with 9 minutes left, so there's a lot of time for the Mavericks to end up coming back.
You're a little in front of me. There we
go. Boom. Mavericks are up by down by 3 now. With
you're ahead of me. Damn it. I'm at 9 minutes and 40 seconds.
Pacers.
Hardaway hits a big old 3 to make it a 3-point game right now.
Pacers only down by 16.
Good.
Cut the lead in half. Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah, Chris.
32.
What's that?
What'd you say?
I put 100 on Nets. I put 100 on Mavs too.
Yeah. Val. So we did a 6 pick'em. And I need the Mavericks to win.
I don't have any real money in the game, so I'm rooting for you, Chris. But
thank you.
Yeah.
But I am hoping the Pacers come back and beat the Nets. Probably not going to happen. Just kind of wishful thinking, just as a fan.
You'll be fine. You're in the East. You'll get in the playoffs.
Yeah, and we got LeVert coming back. We got TJ Warren coming back. We got playmakers. We'll be all right. But the East is a little bit better than it used to be. So. Except for the last 3 teams. Yeah, the last 3 teams were not very good. That's true.
I want to say something before I don't get a chance to say something. Chris and Josh, I definitely want to get you guys contacts. We get a little group chat going. I want to bring you guys up to speed on this almost foolproof system that I have to get rich. If you guys are entertained.
It's gone from a method of gambling to a system of gambling. So I like where we're going.
Method is equivalent to system. Method is equivalent to system. It's the same goddamn thing. That's like saying tomato.
Your picks are winning right now. So
yeah, it's not about them picks winning. It's about a lot more other picks winning. That's what it's about. And I would dive deep into that.
Stupid Nichols State coming up with victories against Murray State.
All right, boys. Well, this was a pleasure. Thanks everybody for watching. Tony, Val's friend, thanks for chiming in.
Tony,
if you're still listening.
And Dallas friend, thank you. Oh, there we go. Last little Faultino Walker with a little shout out saying you got this. Thank you.
Thank you
to all those calling in.
We had a good job.
This is the GJ Radio Show. Yeah, Josh, go ahead and sign it. I mean, it's I think we
sign us off, Josh. Sign us off, Josh.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night.
All righty.
He just